Ah, Welcome to episode 73 of the PACT Life Podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, along with my family. We start with beside when we got my brother, Mr. Cut Carter.
Cutthroat.
Diagonally, we got my cousin, Mr. Damon Geis.
I just want to say it would be real G if Derek, you like turned around and was like cutthroat.
You want to run back the intros, Cut, or are you good?
I'm gonna try it. Hold on. I say cutthroat before I turn or right when I turn?
Like
You turn, then say Cutthroat. All right. Welcome to episode 73 of the PACT Life Podcast. I'm your host, Bruiser Carter, along with my family. But we'll start with beside me. We got my brother, Mr. Cut Carter.
It wasn't as smooth.
Yeah, I heard static on you off your computer.
My chair hit the computer. Hold up. Say it one more time.
Beside me, we got my brother, Mr. Cut Carter.
That
And last, we got diagonally. We got my cousin, Mr. Damon Geis.
what's going on? Thanks for having me.
And last but not least, we got a late arrival, Mr. JB Jalen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gentlemen,
Jalen, am I tripping? Do you have a Purple Rain shirt on right now?
I do.
can you stand up?
What? Wait, wrong song, brother.
It don't matter. Sunny.
How's you? Hold on.
You on me was good. Gentlemen, how are you guys doing?
Hey man, say man.
I'm good, man. I'm ready to get
Cut energy today. He ain't yelling at me once.
some energy. Black Lives Matter. That's all I want to start off with. Black Lives Matter.
I don't like your energy today, Cut. Why you so low? Yeah, you ain't yell once. You ain't say like me.
What's the yell about?
All right. JB, how are you, mute man?
I'm good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Peep the hat. You already see the vibes I'm on.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm well before I start. I'm good. Second week of school, first full week of school, going good.
What does well look like for you?
What does well look like for me? All right. So uploaded the YouTube podcast clips for the segments. Got the promo videos done. Got the treadmill. Used that thing twice already. Using it again tonight. Know what I'm saying?
We're getting in sheet.
Other than that, yeah, that's it.
Hope everybody been using it. Leave that at that.
Jalen throwing shots.
He is throwing
I'm
shots.
not.
That's how you motivate him. He won't be Jordan so bad, huh, Damon?
I'm trying to tell you.
Disrespectful. I was on the treadmill yesterday.
Keep
Actually,
it off the podcast. That'll be too much editing for you.
Right. Because me and Damon got beef.
Big. What you said, Derek?
I was about to drop
treadmill yesterday. I'm supposed to get on it today, but I was busy doing PACT stuff, business stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But always, it could be late always on time. I feel you, Cut. I feel you. So, I was gonna start. Oh, hold on, let me welcome this guy in here a little quick. They come in late. They come in droves. Oh, great. We got Mr. Jace Easterwood.
And
Nice of you to join us, sir.
oh, that was so flat, Jace. Can we get something?
No energy. I'm sad that sports almost left too, but it was for the greater good, Jace. You feel me?
Huh?
Yeah, you felt me. So, I was going to come in here and talk to you about. Well, I was going to start the podcast talking to you about round 2 NBA playoff predictions and round 1 takeaways. But social justice initiatives took place yesterday, including the Milwaukee Bucks leading the front. They striked during their NBA playoff game 5 against the Orlando Magic. They didn't come to the court and did not play. As a result, that game did not play, and the rest of the NBA followed suit, including the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Houston Rockets, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Portland Trail Blazers. And what the NBA did, it struck the entire sports world. We have tennis tournaments not being played. Naomi Osaka, WNBA playoffs wasn't played as well. Shout out to WNBA. We got NFL canceling practices for social justice causes, and we have MLB canceling games for social justice causes. So before we start, because I know that the NBA announced today that they will continue the playoffs after these 2 days of not playing, striking. I'm gonna start with you, Damon. You're pretty vocal, and I like it. How did you feel about the NBA players and the entire sports world striking?
First off, I want to start off in the WNBA. Just hats off to them. They've always set the standards, whether that be the initiative they're taking or the clothes that they wear or how they portray their voice. Because most people, not like us on the PACT Live podcast here, but don't pay attention to what happens in the WNBA. So just for them, for the airtime that they get, for the platform that they do have and using it to promote Black Lives Matter and talk about all this injustice, I want to give a hats off to the women. For the NBA, I feel like my boy Kyrie said it from the beginning. He was willing to give it up. In the end, Kyrie didn't go play, but it was just the principle of saying we need to stand up. They decided to play. Unfortunately, something else happened, and these guys went on a strike. And I just feel like I'm completely with Jaylen Brown. Reportedly, there's so many things going on in this room, and nobody really knows because nobody's a player reporting this stuff. But I'm with Jaylen Brown. The Bucks don't have to apologize to nobody. I feel they did the right thing. And I'm with LeBron. I want to give a hats off to LeBron as well. They said LeBron didn't say a word. If that is true, there was nothing to be said. We know the action that needs to be taken. I personally feel like starting over here tomorrow and Saturday and going forward is too quick. Unless they feel like something is going to happen. They've been confirmed to this stuff, and we will see in the next 24 to 48 hours, I guess. But for me, it's good to see. It's good to hear. Don't be silent. And I'm just proud of all people in the sports world coming together to try to. They've used their voice in the last couple months, but now they're taking more action, and that's what I want to give a hats off to them for.
In my introduction, I forgot to mention the cause of them striking, and it was due to the shooting of Jacob Blake, a man from Wisconsin, getting shot in the back 7 times by police, and as a result, getting paralyzed from the waist down. And I just saw a report today that his dad said that he's handcuffed to his hospital bed, but he doesn't know what they charged him for. So this is just what fuels what the NBA players, what the WNBA players, tennis players, NFL players, MLB players, hockey players, every sport. Does it feel them to keep going? Cut, I hand it to you. What was your reaction to the players, and how do you feel about it?
Well, as you can see, I have on my NBA shirt and my NBA hat. I thought it took a lot of courage. I respect it a lot. And I honestly thought, literally, like last night, when I went to sleep last night, I thought it wasn't going to be a season anymore. So I was like, wow, I felt like that was a big stand because most people won't cancel, which they ended up not canceling it, just postponing it. Because it's like, that's a big thing to say and do. So that kind of made me appreciate they said it was the Lakers and Clippers, and we'll never know exactly how it went down because leaks are leaks. And it's like, you never know if a leak's true or not. But it made me feel like, it made me actually respect the Clippers more because I kind of, when you in the heat of battle, you kind of feel some type of way. But then, like, it made me really be like, dang, that's bold. It took a lot of courage. And I know, like, LeBron's the face, but, the Clippers leaders had to be 10 toes with him if that was the case. So that really made me be like, wow, like, NBA is the best league. It made me really, like, I already kind of knew they was the most progressive. And, like, the NBA helped the WNBA stay on and get on and kind of join forces on a lot of these things they do. So it's like basketball really is like the sport that deserves all the good things that come to them. But it was also good to see MLB, which is known to be conservative. They cancel stuff. MLS canceled stuff after they played a game, and then after that game, they canceled every game remaining. Hockey disappointed me, but then apparently they tried to do something today.
Yeah, they postponed the games today.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's better late than never. You know what I'm saying? They could have did it yesterday, but you kind of and that sport is really conservative, and one of the black faces in that league spoke out about it. So it was good to see his voice actually have an impact, because I feel like him speaking out against it is what helped them do it. Was it from the heart or was it intentional? We'll never know, but it's better than nothing. But I figured over time, life, like that's like any other job. It's a job at the end of the day. So any job we're working or any of us is working will never probably just cancel everything. It might get postponed. You might get a day off. Might get a day to get your mind straight or two, whatever. Almost like a bereavement day or like a grieving, if you're grieving. But I feel like something on that platform doing it is making it like the people that are below that see that, sometimes you have to take a break, or if you're not understanding, you need to get people to start understanding within the organization. And it starts from the top down. In this case with the NBA, it went from not the bottom, but you know what I'm saying, the players up. There's people below the players, but the players are lower on the scale compared to the owners and the general managers and the commission, the board of directors commission, whatever you want to call them, with Adam Silver and them. So I think this was a sign of them, and I think the players want them to get their voices involved. The owners and the GMs need to start speaking up. It's not just about the players. And I hope it starts a dialogue that's needed, because the things that the NBA are trying to do are spreading awareness, but it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not getting through to everybody.
I give it to Jace. Jace, how did you feel about the players striking?
I feel like how DeMond said, I love how they they did the strike in Milwaukee. They had basically started it and stuff like that. I knew it was gonna be like, as soon as they did that, I knew it wasn't gonna be no games played, because like when something happens in the NBA, they usually like follow suit, like how they did it before and stuff like that. So I mean, I feel like we shouldn't, even though it's hard for me to say it, because of course I want to see Bron, do his thing for Kobe and all that type of stuff. But at the same time, it's like how little baby just tweeted, he's like, it's the bigger picture, like it's a bigger picture. So I don't think we should have the playoffs, but the sports junkie in me wants to have a playoff bad. But the person in me, I feel like we shouldn't have a playoffs. Well, I feel like sports in general should just stop. But at the end of the day, it's a business. So yeah, but and it's still at the end of the day, a man got shot 7 times in his back for no reason, because he wouldn't comply to 3 officers that could, if they wanted for him to comply that bad, they easily could have just got him on the ground. It's 3 or 4 on one man. It's not hard to do that. So you don't have to shoot a man that's turned away from you, opening his car door with his 3 kids in there, and shoot him 7 times in the back, point blank. So I hope those officers get what's coming to them. I hope they what's his name? What's the guy's name?
Well, which guy?
Jacob. What's his
Jacob Blake.
Jacob Blake. Yeah, I hope he gets justice. It's sad to see that he's paralyzed from the waist down. That's just horrible.
This is one of the rare occurrences where they shoot and they survive. So he'll be able to tell like what.
I love that he survived. Like that's a blessing, but he paralyzed from the waist down. And that's just sad to see. So
yeah, and this is the completely different when COVID took the league sports from us, because when COVID took it, they were like, dang, how this happened? Why they but this one is different. Like it's fighting for like people's lives. COVID was people's lives as well, but this one seemed like this is like racism.
This is happening.
And it's been happening for 400 plus years. You feel me?
And the aftermath of that, and they still don't get it. That's the thing that gets me. The 17-year-old with the rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just like, and it's like I knew like in that situation it just made me feel worse, because I'm like, if that was like a city like Atlanta or a city like New Orleans, it's like the city he was in was just, people wasn't, They really went out there on some peaceful stuff because they knew they were out there past curfew, and they knew they must know the police out there must have, they must be biased or show act a certain way to protesters and people that's fighting for the movement. Because you know what I'm saying, it's not illegal to have a gun, but if it was a black person with a gun, it would have been.
Yeah, we already know how that would have went down.
Right.
JB,
White privilege.
You go ahead.
My take on it, man, is our athletes never fail to drop. They never drop the ball in this sense. Shout out to the WNBA. I really feel like they get underappreciated and get overlooked in this whole thing.
I forgot that.
But definitely not to say who's doing what better. But I feel like the WNBA really does not get their fair share of the flowers because they really do show up and show out, and they're always. And I'm in the middle.
I got you, Cuzzo. You're You got it, JB. Unmute yourself if you're ready. When you're ready.
So basically, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. So essentially, the women of the WNBA always come and show out, and they're always in solidarity. There's nothing to where you have to kind of really guess like, oh, is this player on the same page as this player? They're always in solidarity and together. And, I really feel like they should get their fair share of the flowers. With that being said, our athletes are doing enough. It's time for people in higher up places to start stepping up, just like our athletes are. So, man, it's just sad. I'm pretty sure everyone's drained and tired of seeing our brothers and sisters having to suffer and living with the trauma of being Black on a day-to-day basis. You know what I'm saying? We won't change. And I don't know how much more it's going to take, but we're going to keep fighting a good fight. And, eventually everything should restore to how it's supposed to be, man. But right now, boy, I'm trying to tell you.
Yes. Wow. I was going to ask because one of my boy, Dion, shout out to Dion, friend of the podcast, he said, I need a special segment ASAP on this possible league-wide boycott. If let's say all sports, let's say they, for example, they stop play till the beginning of 2021. How would you guys feel about that? Then they'll be stopping play to combat racism, to like provide action, police reform, things like that, voting. Like, how would you feel until they waited till the beginning of next year to resume playing sports?
I wouldn't be mad about it. I think, it's like, it'd be boring, but it's like, I won't be mad about it because I respect it. The big thing with that is, even with them sitting out, I feel like it's going to take a lot more from other people, higher up people than them, to make a change. And like, make a change that quick. Because, it's about to be September, so there's only a couple months left. But I feel like with the initiatives they have for getting all the players registered to vote, and their challenges they're making with the voting, and renting out the Dodger Stadium and Phillips State Farm Arena for voting and stuff, that's a big step in the right direction, because it's like, you're basically saying like, oh, y'all always say we didn't have this resources, or we didn't know, or in the government, some governments really sabotage voting. But it's like, you're not about to sabotage Dodger Stadium. You're not about to sabotage State Farm Arena. And you don't, the power's not going to go out in there. You're not about to be waiting in the heat all day because it's AC, it's space, it's seats, it's going to work. And it's crazy, like, when you realize that these arenas and these stadiums have been here this entire time, yet they've never been used for voting.
Never been used. It's crazy, ain't it?
That's really crazy. Like, you literally could have cut down, compartmentalized a lot of voting to these areas, and it would have been way easier. State Farm Arena is so big to the point where it's like, they could have like 4 different areas of different polls. And that'll take thousands and thousands of people, take care of them. instead of people standing in one line for the one pole in their area or in the 20-mile radius, everybody standing in one line waiting all day in the heat or in the rain or whatever. And then they'll try to turn you away and tell you you can't vote if you don't get in by this time when that's not true. So there's like a lot of bad stuff going on. So I feel like it's bigger than voting, but that's the biggest point or spot on the timeline as of now to 2021. That's the biggest point from now to 2021. After that, hopefully the people that we vote for actually win, not the people that they tell us won. You know what I'm saying? Maybe hopefully and that's another story. It's like we can't even fix that until you get the people in there out now. Because the electoral college is really just stupid. And it's based on the census, but a lot of people don't do the census. Why? People don't do the census because they were never told to do the census. A lot of Hispanic people can't do the census because they're not registered.
And some people feel it violates their privacy.
Right. And then for black people, it's just like I've seen my mom talk about census stuff, but like a lot of people don't know what that is. But that goes to being, educated and just learning. But at the same time, that's something they wouldn't tell you. I literally didn't even know the electoral college was based on the census till like last year.
I didn't either.
And I was, what I'm saying, I'm 24, about to be 24. So it was like, it's a lot of stuff that has to change. And I feel like this was the year where everybody kind of found their voice. And I hope 2021 could be the year where it's like, okay, we seeing some stuff be put into place and implemented to get people, get the people that's doing this type of stuff out of these positions and out of this country that they trying to make great again.
And shout out to Cap, man. Way ahead of his time. Way ahead of his
Guy.
time. 2016 kneeling. It was the 4 years. Yesterday was the 4 years he sat down during national during the preseason game, and 4 years later the Bucks sit out a playoff game. So it's levels. Did you guys have anything else would you like to say about if the sports leagues were to postpone to 2021 to combat racism and things like that?
I should definitely say something.
Yeah, Damon go first. I'll go after him.
No, I'm saying, John. Saw you hang up the Deshaun Watson jersey.
What's up, John?
Oh, come on, teacher. Don't tell me you don't know how to work Zoom.
I'm saying, like,
You on mute.
I hear you.
You on mute.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't hear y'all, so hold on. It's these AirPods.
College Park Skyhawks.
You hear it, John?
I was with John when he bought that hoodie.
I like it.
Game. D-League.
G League games far.
Take the AirPods out.
Nah, they sell it at the Hawks team store.
Make your
Oh, okay.
microphone, AirPods, and your speaker your built-in output for your computer.
That boy do not know what he doing.
yeah, at all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me for real?
Yes, Mr. Marshall.
Jan and I do know what I'm doing. I'm not on a little iPhone, so my screen don't look disgusting. At least I'm trying to make Breeze a high quality. You come with
Bro,
this.
this is a
stable
high quality
camera.
camera.
Shut up. That's so.
All you have to do is flip his screen. If he flip it sideways or just get on his iPad, it'll work.
John, how you doing, man?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the PACT Life podcast. I'm just playing, man. This is something, man. I decided to decorate for y'all today, so
Well, we
I like
discussing the Milwaukee Bucks and the rest of the sports world. Not boycotting, striking yesterday and today to not play. What are your thoughts on the matter?
I like the fact that you changed the word to striking versus boycott. It's two different meanings. I would explain it, but I don't really all the way know. I just definitely know the word is more striking. And obviously,
a boycott is not spending your money on something. Striking is because it's like it's their work labor, and they're striking, to do their job.
Yeah, I was trying to think about the Montgomery boycott, Montgomery bus boycott, and how that relates to now.
Yeah.
But my thoughts. I mean, obviously, I'm very proud of what they're doing. I understand why they have to finish the season. It's just if you want like years to come for things to be smooth. You got to finish now. Plus, they've already put thought into it. And I was watching The Jump earlier, and I saw Richard Jefferson and Matt Barnes discuss this. And I like what Richard Jefferson basically said. You know, he was like, I mean, the NBA is not the player's enemy. And as far as we're concerned, they have done the most progressive things in each, like, as far as every league goes. So the players aren't mad at the NBA. They shouldn't take it out on them. So finishing the season makes sense. But I like the fact that it did have a domino effect on the rest of the sports world, with tennis games being canceled and other predominantly white sports also being canceled. I thought that was probably the biggest thing. And hopefully the momentum isn't just canceling games and starting conversations. That's the one thing that I keep hearing, and I'm like, okay. They're like, hopefully we can start a conversation. But it does need to be more action taken. So hopefully, like, athletes are saying, all right, this is what we're about to do step by step to make sure that we're providing equity. And, you know, equity is important. You hear equality, but equality just means we all are equal. But equity is like you're bringing everybody to be equal. So if Bruiser is like, you know, struggling in a subject, I say school, like you're struggling in a subject, I'm not just going to teach you the same way. That's equality. I'm going to make sure I'm giving you extra resources so that you understand what this person understands. So just really providing equity is what I hope that they decide to do. And I'm very happy that the NBA is leading the charge on this.
Final question before we move on. God forbid, if another unarmed Black man or woman gets shot or killed by the police, do you think sports is done? Like, do you think that's the final straw and they will definitely sit out longer than 2 days?
I would hope that
we
they
all
take
gonna
more serious action. Yeah.
It's on camera, yes.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
that's the thing about it when it's on camera, because it's happening more than that.
Oh.
It's just that it's on camera that it's like, and you see the people screaming in the background and stuff like that. It's just it shouldn't take seeing it like that to make people feel like something's going on. But that's just how it is. You know, that's just how it is.
I mean, I feel like if something happens, and if that does happen, God forbid, I feel like yes, they would cancel the season, but it's just that I know the NBA is going to do their part, but I want to know if the other sports are going to do their part. Like, after your season is over, or after that year is over, are you going to like take a charge? You're going to take a stand and like go out there and protest with people and speak on what's wrong and all that. So that's what I really want to see from like big names and stuff like that. So
Gotcha. Anybody else before we move on?
I mean, the unfortunate thing is these type of events happen every single day. They just don't go viral, and they're not always captured. So I think it's more so players not waiting for things to happen, but being proactive instead of reactive, and just trying to figure out how we can prevent this from happening, instead of waiting for something to happen to say, all right, now let's make a statement, or now let's do this and strike. It just really goes to them being proactive. And I just don't get why officers don't have the social intelligence to understand that this year has been a year of viral incidents. And even if you are racist, you got to know, like, I'm in a position where all eyes are on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, all eyes are on me and everything that I do in my job. Like, law enforcement is probably the most popular job right now. So it has to be done with fidelity, and officers are just not doing that. So
they don't care to. They protect it.
He shot a man 7 times in the back, bro. He obviously does not care.
They protect it, man. It's a criminal enterprise, unfortunately. The way I look at it.
Right. And I also thought about with law enforcement, I don't think necessarily all the time it's the individual officer. I kind of think about the culture of law enforcement. So when this officer goes back to their precinct or whatever, you know, they got all these guys there. They're like, oh, you let that criminal get away? Oh, you weak. Oh, you soft. Like, what kind of officer are you? So I think that also plays a role in their head when they're going after these people. Like, oh, I can't look soft. I can't go back and have, you know, my fellow officers talking about me. And I think that's why also other cultures exist that we want to get rid of, like rape culture. Like, that's still joked about. Like, that's still in society. Comedians make jokes about it. It's on television. It's in the media. So I think that as long as that culture exists, like, unfortunately, there will be still incidents of rape that are like vicious, just like we see with the police enforcement. So, you know, the culture has to change.
I agree. John just embodied that. Nothing else said.
T.Y. didn't say his piece. I knew he was about to murder it.
Do you let's predict some NBA playoff games. Yay.
Hey man, those are our brothers, bro. Those are our brothers. We can watch them and talk about it. I don't care. Like,
all right. So instead of giving us our takeaways, we're going to do round 2 predictions. We're not going to go back and talk about the series that are occurring now. We're going to predict round 2. And we will start with one of my favorite series. Well, my favorite. The number 3 Boston Celtics versus the number 2 Toronto Raptors. I have the Raptors in 6. I think even though Boston has the better talented one-on-one players, I believe that the Raptors have the best coach. They have better bench depth. And they still have NBA championship DNA in going through their veins with Lowry, Van Fleet, Siakam, Norman Powell, Ibaka, Gasol. I could keep going. I think it's going to be a hard-fought series for sure, but I just trust experience and their bench depth to win this game. They just scored 100 points against the Nets, their bench. So I think they think they can win in 6.
The Nets, bro. It's not the Celtics.
bro, their bench though. Their bench.
But no, it's their bench. Not even their starters did that.
The bench. That's impressive.
I hear you. But don't. You know what I'm saying? Nick Nurse is nice too. But like my man said, you know what I'm saying? Brad Stevens packed that thing too, bro. Like
who you picking, Jalen?
Coach, bro.
Who you picking, Jalen? Stop this. Who you picking?
Give me Boston in 7, man. It'll be a hard-fought series, but give me Boston in 7. They're gonna need guys. I feel like in the playoffs, man, you need guys that are able to create their own shots and make plays. And Tatum and Brown, I mean, the boys there, bro. They coming into their own. I don't really see. I can't see it. I can't see the Raptors beating them boys, like for real. Like Tatum's gonna go for 35 every game at least, and then Brown probably gonna go for like 30.
35? Now you just no. I love Tatum. You know I love Tatum. 35?
That 3-2 defense ain't gonna work against them, bro. I'm sorry.
35 is KD.
The Boston Celtics are 3-1 against. The Boston Celtics are 3-1 against the Raptors this year in their season series. But I would like to note that during, I think, some of the regular season matchups, I believe Gasol or Ibaka was hurt. And that's a crucial defensive piece because them two have length and experience as well. John, I give it to you. Who will win this series, the Celtics or the Raptors?
You was just praising their bench for scoring 100 points, so Gasol and Ibaka not playing. What's that supposed to mean? But y'all, this is probably going to be my favorite series personally because I love these two teams, especially what they've been doing in the bubble. Like Toronto, they're so defensive. Like they had like top 5 defensive rating this year. But when you look at it, I think you kind of just got to break it down. All right, I'm thinking about front courts. I believe Boston's front court is better. I love Toronto with Van Vliet and Lowry, but Lowry has got this ankle injury now. So we're not really sure if he's going to be at 100%. And Boston, despite losing Gordon Hayward, hasn't lost a step in their offense. So and Kemba is playing out of his mind right now. He's happy to be in the playoffs. He just won his first playoff series. I don't think he's going outside. So I'm going to have to give the edge to Boston. I think Kemba is going to play with a little bit more heart. Like I said, he's with a playoff team. He knows he's in a position. He's 30 years old. He knows he's in a position to make some real noise. So I just think that their chemistry, I don't know. I see 7, like Jalen said. I see 7, but I'm also see green and white coming out and going to the ECF. So that's my prediction. Celtics in 7.
Damon, I give it to you.
I got the North in 7.
Oh, that man! You changed up for real? Or you joking? You
I
pulling
got
my
the
leg?
North in 7, bro.
Tell me
I
why.
just think when we look at this Raptors team, the amount of depth that they have, the things that you need for the Celtics to go right, you got to say, okay, we know Tatum going to beat you. We know Jaylen Brown going to beat you. We know Kemba going to be there. The thing about the Raptors that I feel like no other NBA team really has is you could keep throwing stuff at them and they're going to keep throwing stuff back at you. So when I look at them, to me, it's going to come down to coaching. And I'm going to take the NBA's Coach of the Year, Nick Nurse.
Yes, sir!
I'm going to take the reigning defending champs. I'm gonna take the reigning defending Finals MVP, and I got the Raptors coming out victorious.
Finals MVP
I won't
was
be mad
Kawhi.
at whoever wins.
Heard me?
What'd you say, Bruiser?
I said Finals MVP last year was Kawhi.
Nah, Siakam won it.
Nah, Kawhi won that.
Yeah,
Sure.
Kawhi
Kawhi
won
won
that,
that.
bro.
I believe. Nah, bro. I thought Spicy.
Siakam won most improved. I don't think he won the MVP. Kawhi won that.
Man, Kawhi went stupid. That's the reason why they won, and the Warriors got hurt, of course.
Pascal went stupid too. Really, Game 7 they all went
was
crazy.
Kawhi.
I mean, Game 6 they all went crazy.
But give me Spicy P and them boys. I like, and I think Fred VanVleet is the best player in this series.
Oh,
Not
no, that's
saying he is the best player. I'm saying
take.
for them to win, I'm saying he will be the best player in the series.
That's a bold take. That's a bold
That's
take.
not
I
gonna
like
happen.
You don't know who
I like
Marcus Smart is.
Hey,
Yeah.
cut. Hey, cut.
Marcus
Who you got
Smart's gonna
winning?
be on his ass.
Hey, cut. Who you got winning the series?
Nah,
Celtics for 7.
Nah.
Say that again. Say that again. Say it with your
Celtics
chest.
for 7.
Tell me why.
Tatum. Wow.
Tatum.
And Kimba, bro.
Kimba.
I forgot
You know
about
what I'm saying? Y'all
Kimba.
gotta say Kimba. Kimba
Nice.
out of his
Nice
mind.
been playing pretty good too.
He said Tatum.
Nice been playing pretty good too.
Yeah,
I
that
like-
defensive rating is crazy with him.
I
on the
like
court.
when he get in the game, I be getting mad, but he not that bad. Oyele, however you say it.
Ojale?
He's physical. Yeah, he's physical.
Yeah, he could ball. And then I know they miss Gordon Hayward, but I honestly think they don't need him. I feel like they might be better without him.
They don't need him.
Before I give it to Jace, the Celtics bench don't concern y'all. I know it's 9-man rotations in the playoffs, but I trust the Raptors.
They start
Three.
Marcus Smart now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they
Marcus
do.
Smart starts.
He
So
moved okay, so the bench is
I trust the Raptors score. And then the Celtics.
Cantor solid.
Wanamaker.
Wanham,
Yeah.
okay.
But that's
Solid.
what hurts.
Nah, he's solid. Wanamaker's solid.
All I gotta say
He
is
played a 3, right?
He remind me of
Point.
one
He played a 1. Oh, see, I'm mixing up Oyele and Wanamaker. Wanamaker the one I like then. He the point. He played point off the bench.
Yeah, he plays
Okay,
point.
yeah, I like him.
all I'm gonna say is the Raptors got Ibaka and Norman Powell off the bench.
Norman went stupid the
Right.
other day.
They
Oh,
are
Norman
the
Powell. Norman
they're
Powell's.
the
I
East.
seen him light up the Hawks one game like by himself, like 18.
Yeah.
Like,
I knew he was like that.
I was like,
Boys
wow.
are nice.
Say it again, John. You knew.
Hey Jace, who won in this 7-game series? The Boston Celtics or the Toronto Raptors?
All right, man. I'm gonna go with the future of the league. Okay, I'm going with the Celtics. Okay.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong in either situation. It's gonna go to
You really
7
can't.
games. It's gonna go to 7 games. But I'm gonna get an edge to the Celtics just because they got the future of the league. They got Jaylen Brown and they got Jason Tatum plus Kimba. So
Say it with your chest, Jace. You feel like the future is now. Say it.
hey, and to debate the bench thing. If these boys want to be the future of the league, they got to play the whole series. They gonna get like
You want them to play 40 minutes plus?
No,
they got to.
Tatum and Brown should be on the court 40 minutes out of
They're
40.
gonna have to.
So
And
you would say, because I've seen lineups where, and I don't know the Gordon Hayward timeline, but what you're saying is basically one of them have to stay on the floor?
right.
I got a follow-up question for y'all boys.
What's up?
Does the winner of game 1 take the series?
No, it's not. That's not a
No.
guarantee.
Nah, it's not that type of series.
It depends.
For me,
If Toronto wins, and depending on if Gordon Hayward comes back, like his timetable. Not Toronto. If the Boston win without Hayward, then I don't know if they win the series, but they definitely take control of it. They
Now,
definitely
John,
take control.
I will say this, just based off the timeline, and there's two things I feel like tie in very well with your question. One is just seeing how Paul George said he was disconnected and not really there. Will players be like that from this situation? That's something that I feel like we need to keep in mind. And two, how will that translate to the rest of the series? Because I feel like just based off what I'm hearing, Jaylen Brown is one of the most vocal people in the
He feels
NBA.
very strongly about it, bro. He
Right,
feels
as
very
far as this
strongly about it.
movement. So if he's not there,
Yeah, that's
they're
what I
in
was
trouble.
thinking. That's what I was thinking.
They are
But
in trouble. Kimba is that guy and Tatum is that guy. But Marcus Smart, I'm not relying on him as an
he's
offensive.
gonna do what he got to do on that defense
Jaylen
side.
Brown gonna lock in. I think I think the real thing now with them is they ready to just get it over with.
Right.
Yeah.
Or whatever come with it. It's like if I go home, I get to go be out and I get to go fight for some justice. If I'm here, I get to win the championship.
Right.
But ultimately, it's no L leaving, and then the families come around too. I think they come in a couple weeks.
Yeah, they come around too.
Yeah, so that'll help a lot of
They'll
it.
be at the game, right? Like,
seeing your
fans
mom or
can
your
go.
dad,
Can go.
your mom or dad being there, or your
That's gonna be
siblings, or your best friends.
Yes.
That'll help a lot of them. Plus,
The NBA is really the best league, bro. That's crazy. Man,
bro, yo, think about you only playing in front of your fam. Boy, you gonna be balling out.
Go crazy.
Oh God. Imagine
Yo,
your
when your
baby
dad
mama
finally come
front
see you
row.
play. Some of them gonna see their dad ain't seen in 20 years.
Or your baby mama saying front row. You know you cannot get your ass busted. You can't.
Think about that. Like some people, bro, you want to invite some family? Nah, bro.
Nah,
yeah, some people. I want my family to come, bro. They was like, but you gotta have proven relationships. It can't be no IG model you just met.
Hey, somebody was like, these players been balling without having sex. As soon as their wife or girl get there, they will start praying.
That could mess some of them up. The coach is gonna be like, look. Hey, we doing room checks, okay? It cannot be in your room. Family cannot be in your room.
Only Brian.
You ain't gonna have no legs.
Because hey, bro, they be saying that though. You finally have sex and then boom, you out there, everything is flat.
You're not even gonna care though. You be like,
everything flat.
you be like, I know it's wait for me when I get back to the room.
It was
Like,
good.
oh, it's okay, don't worry about it.
It was good seeing Dame home with his kid though.
But his son, yeah, that was
Yeah,
cool.
Dame left the bubble.
It looked like he had a PJ come get him, and his son was on it.
Oh, Dame is gone.
Yeah, Dame has a leg injury. He's gonna miss Game 5. But since he's out the bubble, he definitely gonna miss Game 5.
He hurt his finger. He said dislocated fingers and something messed up knee. I'm going to get a second opinion. But he knows like
he gave it
it's
everything.
Not quitting on your team. It's more so.
Right,
he was probably never gonna play again.
Oh, for sure. Dame went stupid in the bubble.
He wasn't gonna play no more this season, bro. That's what that.
He did everything for that team, bro.
He's a consensus top 2 point guard in the league until next season.
Number one.
Okay. We move on to the other side of the.
Try to put Russ up there. He's number 1. Russ
is
okay though.
You done? You're good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We move on to the other side of the Eastern Conference. The Miami Heat swept the Indiana Pacers in 4, while the Milwaukee Bucks lead the Orlando Magic 3-1 in that series. And we're not going to even entertain the Magic versus Heat because I'm not doing that on my platform. So the number 1 Milwaukee Bucks versus the number 4 Miami Heat. I'm gonna speak for me. All right, I got the Bucks in 5. I think they will dominate this series. I think they heard the whispers of them not being the legit number 1 team, how the Heat can. They've been hearing Jalen talk about how the Heat can lock them up. They got experience with Crowder and Iggy.
It's happened.
They have young hoopers and Hero and Robinson. So I think this is where my Middleton take comes to fruition. I think Middleton would drop 22 plus points per game this series. And I think the Bucks will win in 5. Jalen, I'll hand it to you because you're already making an ugly face at me.
Do you believe he's gonna do that on Jimmy? Like honestly, Middleton is gonna average that on Jimmy. An elite defender in the league.
Well, I like what Charles Barkley said on TNT about how they switch on everything now. So you just need a switch. Then it's not Jimmy no more. It's Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero.
But we defend. I mean, Tyler defends. Tyler defends well. And then, bro, all you have to do is take away. I mean,
all you have to do
eat up the space. Eat up the space on Middleton. Make it hard. You just got to make it tough on Middleton. Middleton's not that guy that can go. Like, he's not. Let's start act like Middleton's a superstar because he's not.
He's an all-star.
30, though. He can definitely go for 30.
He's an all-star. CJ McCollum, not an all-star.
Y'all chill.
Anyway, back to the task.
We're not going to start.
We've proven that we can beat the Bucks in any setting. We've beaten them without our superstar, Jimmy, with just our young guys.
Regular season.
What you mean? Okay, yeah, regular season. But at the same time, people didn't think we could do it. Even in the bubble, bro, we didn't have Jimmy playing. No, we didn't have Jimmy or Goran Dragic. We was up by 23 at the half. That's just inexperience on how to manage the game out of halftime.
Jalen, real quick, you did say y'all superstar. You were saying in terms of your team, right? Not like league superstar.
No, I think Jimmy is now a superstar.
I
have him as
YouTubers,
just-
that video will be out now when you see this. Is Jimmy Butler a top 10 player in the NBA?
Yes,
Cut
100%.
was vouching for Jimmy last week, so I made that into a clip. It's gonna be on YouTube.
I came into the light. My boy was talking. He was talking heat. But anyway,
Give
back to
me
what
your
I was
serious
saying.
prediction. Stop.
That's what I'm saying. So are you taking the heat or what?
I'm trying to tell you why I'm taking the heat, bro.
Hey,
Okay,
how much he was top 10?
Heat in 6, bro. Heat in 6.
6.
Yes, we're gonna beat them in 6. Because for one, Giannis is gonna stay in foul trouble, and on top of that, we're gonna frustrate him by packing the paint. And I mean, he may get 20 or 25 a game, but who cares? Your team's gonna be losing at the end of the day, so it is what it is. But Heat in 6, bro. It's not even gonna be. I won't even be surprised. Honestly,
Look at Cut smiling. He ready to go. Cut with that series going. Heat Bucks.
Raptors. I'm sorry. I start about to repeat what I said. Heat in 7. Why? You know why? Because that man is gonna fold. Nothing against him. Love what he did from his country. Love what he did for his family. Got his brothers in the league. Got a beautiful kid, beautiful girlfriend. Cool. Proud of him. Go black man. But that Heat team, though. You got them white boys shooting them threes like Steve Nash, and they really shooting better than Steve Nash, and they cashing. They shooting like Kyle Korver that 40, 50, 90 season. They going crazy.
That was crazy.
best 3-point shooting team in the league, by the way.
Then you got Jimmy Butler, who I love.
No.
I love Jimmy Butler. I love the way he played the game. I love his tenacity. Very assholish.
Very.
I like my best player to be an asshole sometimes.
And looking like a homeless man at the same time.
And don't care.
Don't care.
I like that. I respect that. And he hold everybody accountable, and they hold him accountable. You can't beat that. He don't, most superstars, I consider him at that 10 spot on the list, but most superstars or stars or all-stars, he's definitely all-star. They can't be told nothing. They feel like you can't check them about something. The best thing you can have is accountability, and he has it. And then he don't have to do it by himself because he got a bunch of veterans on the team. He got Crowder. Crowder is a vet. You got Iggy, a former Finals MVP.
That A word, accountability, man.
You know why he got Finals MVP?
I know why it killed you to say Finals MVP.
But it's crazy. He got a Finals MVP for holding LeBron to 30. Congrats. Okay. But
testament to how great Bron is.
Well, let you
you got Udonis. Udonis is a voice of reason.
He was the best player in that series.
You did. You did say that.
What?
You said he was like the best player of that series or something. You said it was something like that.
Oh, I basically said he was over Iggy, and y'all try to argue me down on that. And I said Steph disappears in the finals.
We're not gonna speak on that.
But it's okay. I mean,
he didn't disappear with KD.
How? If he never, but he has no finals MVP.
We are talking about
he has none.
And the
I'm just saying, okay, but okay. Anyways, back who I said Iggy. Oh, then I hopped from Iggy. I said Udonis has him. Voice of reason off the bench, seen everything by playing with D Wade and LeBron, 2 top 5 players ever, or top 10 players ever, arguably. He's seen it all, so it's like he understands the game, and he might not even get minutes, but he is a good person to have on your bench. Similar to that Juwan Howard role he had when the Heat won their second or third ring. I can't remember which one. And then it's somebody else on the team I like. Oh, Derrick Jones Jr. Freak athlete. Is he back or was he hurt? Didn't he get hurt?
Nah, he's back.
He was hurt, but he's back.
Oh, boy be jumping out the gym. Fine. He learned how to shoot. It's just
Yeah, man, he's solid.
And then Goran Dragic is a vet too. He don't have that experience, but I don't know what he even found this year. But he been playing different. He like playing like he did when he was with the Suns.
He always play like that, bro. It's just we.
I don't know about always.
Yes, he has. He literally made the All-Star game like 2 years ago or a year ago.
Don't pull out the 9.
Before I give it to you done? Cut my bad. You done?
It's one more person I like.
Donkey?
Oh, Bam. Duh. That boy. You think Siakam had a breakout year like last year? This his series to do it. This his series when he could everybody gonna be like, damn. Like, I mean, he went to Kentucky, obviously, so we know who he is. Unlike Spicy P, but this is his chance to make his leave his mark on the on this season.
I see Jalen done got to you, Cut. You preaching his sermon.
I like the Heat. I just don't like Jalen sometimes, so it makes me disrespect the Heat.
Literally.
I feel you.
Before I give it to Jace,
Colors.
Jalen, is Goran Dragic the most underrated player in the NBA?
No, he's not the most underrated player, but you know what I'm saying? The dude's definitely undervalued, bro, because he can go and start on any other ball club, I think, personally. Just the way he attacks the rim. You know what I'm saying? He's a veteran guy. He knows how to control the pace, can make timely shots, bro. Like, he's just telling you, he's a killer off the bench, bro. But we got him starting now over Kendrick Nunn. But telling you, boy, he's going to be the difference maker, bro. The difference makers for us, bro, are going to be him, Jimmy, of course, Bam, but, like, the play of Jay Crowder, too, bro. Like, we going to need him, bro, to hit shots. We're going to need Jay to hit shots to stretch the floor. But that's all I got to say on that.
Gotcha.
Heat in 6.
Jace, last series you predicted the Pacers. I mean, not the Pacers. You picked the Heat will beat the Pacers in 7, and it went 4. So, who's winning this series? The Bucks or the Heat?
All right. So, if you know me, you know I don't apologize a lot. So I just want to personally apologize to JP.
Thank you.
What I said.
It's accountability. Some people don't have that.
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Heat on this in this series too.
The games.
I'm gonna say 5 or 6, man.
5 is outlandish.
5 or 6. Bro.
That is very outlandish.
The way they dominated the Pacers, even though the Pacers were pretty hurt. They dominated them. They didn't let them win one game. The Bucks let a game slip to the Magic. So
they blew them out in other games.
Yeah.
They blew them out, but they still lost one, right? He didn't lose.
I knew
You
the
can't
Magic
just
gonna
be,
win.
but you can't just be giving away games, bro.
Yeah, they
in the
gave away
playoffs.
a game, bro.
They do that against the 8th seed Magic, though.
I can't wait to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish, Jace. My bad. I'm gonna cut you out, bro.
So I mean, like Cut said, bro, they shooting like Steve Nash out there, man. Duncan, Warren, Tyler, Jimmy doing his thing. Bam, of course, gonna do his thing. Jay Crowder, he gonna have to. I'm pretty sure he gonna guard Giannis most likely. Him and Bam gonna guard Giannis. So, I mean, I'm comfortable with that. Honestly, I'm comfortable with him guarding Giannis. So, hey, it's gonna be a. If it goes to 6, it'll be a great series. It'll be a good little series. But I got it 5 or 6, bro.
Sheesh. I give it to you, Damon. What you got? Bucks or Heat, and how many games?
Bucks in 6.
And tell me why.
The reason I say that is because, one, Jalen, I just want to kind of piggyback off your point. You can't drop games. But the last year's champs literally lost game 1 to the Orlando Magic.
Facts.
Once you keep that in mind, you also think about the Bucks who just started this movement as a unit. I just think they not have more to play for, but it shows the chemistry for them to be able to make a power move like that. And when I look at the Heat, I'm not saying they're not talented. I'm not saying they don't have a bunch of good talent, but I think it might be too soon. I think they might be a piece of way. I think they need some more experience when it comes to the Tyler Heroes and the Duncan Robinsons of the world. I think this series, because I do think for the Bucks to win, Giannis will have to be himself, the defensive player of the year, the MVP candidate. That's a lot for Bam to handle. I know you're talking about switches and double teams. You got to do that for 7 games. You got to do that night in, night out, every play. He has to show me. And for right now, the MVP has shown me that he can handle that. So I'm going to take Giannis in them. I like Middleton. I think Eric Bledsoe is the biggest player for the Bucks in this series when you talk about guard play. Because if you're saying, hey, we're gonna let everyone else key in on Giannis, Jimmy, you take Middleton, who's guarding Bledsoe? Kendrick Nunn is getting buckets all series. Gordon Dragic is definitely cooked. That's a tough assignment. You wear the Bledsoe shirt to who? You know how Bledsoe is.
Wait. You really think they're gonna give
Bledsoe
Bledsoe
is
a
like
green light?
Son,
That's when Crowder or Iggy would definitely be on Bledsoe.
exactly, bro. Like we have too many defensive
But they don't start.
stoppers.
I mean, when Crowder starts.
Okay, so you take one of those guys out of the lane. Who has helped clog it with Giannis? Kelly
But
Olynyk?
if you know how we play defense, it's almost like a man, but also zone defense. You build a wall around Giannis, force him to shoot. It's not even. It's really like him and Bam going at it. It's just that, yeah, it's a 3-2, but almost like a 1-3-1. Really, it really looks like a 1-3-1 sometimes. But basically, you have a guy just sitting in the lane. Yes, he's gonna have to either shoot or pass the ball, and he's gonna score on fast breaks.
But also, when I look at the Bucks, just in terms of, and I know they played the Magic, so got to take it with a grain of salt. But when I watch them, I think when Giannis has the ball, I think when he moves the ball, they are one of the best teams in the league at ball movement. They move the ball around and are able to find the open shot. And I think if those guys are able to knock down those shots, it's going to come down to shot making. And I just believe I got the Bucks because of experience.
They playing a top 10 defense, bro. I mean, we seventh.
Y'all are too, plus the defensive player of the year.
I don't feel like they'll give Eric Bledsoe the green light like that, though. Anyways, I don't think they'll do that. With Bam in the paint too, Eric Bledsoe is not gonna spot up and pull in your face, nothing like that. He gonna have to go in the big boys. He gonna have to. He's gonna have to see Bam.
Eric Bledsoe gets up there. He's comfortable.
He does, but he got to see Bam. He got to feel him a little bit though. He ain't doing it every drive.
Completely different team, bro. Completely different team.
Not doing it every time.
We are not the Magic, I promise.
Last but not least, I give it to my boy Johnny Mars. John, who wins this series and in how many games?
Yeah, I keep it short because most of y'all made terrific points. But it's the Bucks. The Bucks are winning in 6. I'm gonna tell you why, man. For one, dog, Giannis is number 4 in scoring right now at over 30 points a game in the bubble. He's also number 1 in rebounds at like 18. And he just won Defensive Player of the Year. Y'all are. Come on now. the comment of the Heat winning in 5, bro, versus a 2-time Coach of the Year versus assistant coach with the Spurs versus a former champion. Like it's just ridiculous that y'all are not putting credit on the Bucks, bro. From 1 to 5 in their starting lineup, they have shooters. Bledsoe, Wesley Matthews. I know Giannis been airballing, but that's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And you got Brook Lopez spraying that thing. And you got Chris Middleton. I don't see their shooting.
Duncan Robinson, John.
I don't care. I name
the
way
best
better
shooter
players.
in the bubble right now.
You're naming an undrafted rookie versus.
Well, he's the best shooter in the bubble. He could be undrafted.
It don't matter.
I just named all these all-stars, and you said they got Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson is going to be an all-star next year.
He's arguably one of the best shooters right now.
Y'all done rebutting?
Who won the 3-point contest? I'm just asking. Wasn't it Duncan?
No.
What does that matter?
I don't know.
I'm saying, but you named all these shooters. Jay's point was nobody shooting better than him, and
you shouldn't have said shooters. You should have said stars, like all stars. Like you shouldn't have said shooters.
I made 3 great points before that, and y'all look for something to,
You said shooters, John. They're the best shooter in the bubble right now.
That's what the argument is, though. You pick your point that you don't agree with.
John, we have the highest 3-point
percentage
in the league, bro.
Their 3-point shooting ability, which I'm saying if they're in a 3-point shootout on a park, okay, the Heat wins, but they're not. They're playing an NBA playoff game. So I got the Bucks in 6. They have a 2-time Coach of the Year. They also are the number 1 seed. They just blew out all of these
never
teams.
won anything with the Coach
Look,
of the Year.
I know, bro. I have nothing but love and respect for Eric Spoelstra. He is the number 1 winningest coach in Miami with like over 800 wins, 2 championships, more champions than any other coach. So I definitely like what the Heat franchise has done. Only 5 coaches, I think, in NBA in their entire franchise history. So that's what's up. It's very noble. Like, I'm not taking that from the Heat. But at the end of the day, facts are facts. They are the 4th seed. The Bucks are number 1 for a reason. They have a Coach of the Year. For y'all to say that they're going to lose,
but
I'm sorry, man. I just don't see it.
The Heat is the only coach. Eric Spoelstra is the only coach left with rings.
So if they're in the shootout, you think that the Bucks are going to win that shootout?
No, I said the Heat on a park, on a playground, but they're playing in the bubble.
That's what I'm saying. In the NBA game, you think
if a shootout occurs, I do have the Bucks out shooting the Miami.
They're going to shoot the same amount of shots.
Y'all have Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero. The Bucks have plenty of shooters. Like, that's not a question. Like, they're loaded.
We literally
are the
young guys
best 3-point shooting team.
DiVincenzo is young. DiVincenzo is there pretty much like their second.
Wesley Matthews, George Hill, Eric Bledsoe, Brook Lopez,
Jay Crowder, Kelly Olynyk.
Jay Crowder's a shooter.
He's 3-and-D. Yes, he
He
is.
can shoot.
Yeah.
He can shoot. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
He's
Woo.
been looking good in the bubble.
He's been
from the
consistent
three-point line.
shoot, bro.
Two
His whole career
things.
has been 3
Two
and D.
things. 3-point contest.
Orange
winner-
Dragic.
3-point contest winner was Buddy Hield.
Oh, buddy one.
Yeah, and Jace, you had a little slide comment that nobody heard.
What?
You said Duncan Robinson will make the All-Star game next year, man.
Oh, I know that brush passed my mind. I was like, I'm sorry.
I say you'd be an All-Star. I say you'd be an All-Star next year.
You did say he'll be All-Star next year.
Like caliber player or like going to the All-Star game?
No, like a caliber player.
Oh, okay. Just making sure I had to clear that up.
Like, is he not one right now? Like that caliber?
No.
Nah, he's not there yet.
So just shooting makes you an All-Star, bro? Like that's it? Like just shooting?
Hey, Curry All-Star damn near so.
Curry? Bro, you just paired Curry?
No, I said it made him an All-Star. It did.
Steph
known for his
Curry
shooting.
went to the
Is
All-Star
Curry
game.
not known for his shooting? Is Curry not known for his shooting?
Curry is known for his outstanding playmaking ability from anywhere on the court.
So is he
And
not?
passes,
And he has two
long-range
MVPs.
shots,
No,
getting his
no.
team height. That's why he went to the All-Star game.
3-point shooting is not what Curry's known for.
He's a
Easy,
historic three-point shooter, bro.
That's
He
what.
ate
Y'all-
400 threes in a season.
Because
and
he's
then
known for
broke
his
his own
shooting.
record.
That's what he's known for, right, John? Like he's known.
Duncan
No, he's
Robinson,
known for being a point
comparing
guard
Duncan
and
to
playmaking.
Curry, though.
I'm not comparing. Like I'm not comparing him. But I'm just saying that's how he became an All-Star because of his great shooting.
No, it's not. Are you serious, bro? He
So
has
You bring up
handles.
great
all
shooting.
these
He has
awards.
handles,
Like,
bro. That's
For
why
a
I'm so
great shooter.
His game is complete as a point guard. That's why he went to the All-Star.
I understand that. Yes, it's complete as a point guard, but his shooting was outstanding. That's why he became a superstar.
Going in
That's
circles.
what made people
Nah,
love him.
John, I'm gonna have to side with Jace on this one. It was Curry shooting, but as he grew, people understand that he's dangerous from anywhere on the floor,
Right.
shooting as well as playmaking. But to start it off, it was his shooting that sent him to the All-Star game.
I
And
can't
with
believe.
that, we go to the Western Conference. So none of the series in the Western Conference are complete. So we're going with you got. Well, that one pretty much done, but it's not official. So we're just going with opinions and predictions. All right, we start with the number 1 seed Lakers up against the number 8 seed Portland 3-1, and we have the Rockets and OKC series tied 2-2. So I'll give my prediction first. I have the Lakers playing the Rockets in the second round. My fan pick, I want Houston to win that series, win that in 7. But my realistic pick, I have the Lakers in 6. Just like Cut says all the time, when you shoot that many threes, why don't you stop? And with D'Antoni's system, they don't stop. So they will continue to shoot. So I think the Lakers will win. I think AD will be dominant. I think LeBron will be dominant. And Kuzma will be straight. I think very entertaining games, though. I think the Rockets will be close in every game heading to the 4th, maybe except for one. But just shooting the 3-ball will shoot them out of the games. I have Lakers in 6 for my professional pick. Cut, I give it to you.
It's that series, Thunder and Rockets is tied 2-2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got OKC playing the Lakers.
Talk
Russ
about
is
it,
good
Derek, because I was about to pull it out too, bro.
I mean, if Russ come back, then
He was gonna play
I
the other day. He was dressed. I think he was gonna play.
Yeah, he was dressed.
I mean, I don't know. If he back, then that'll change a lot, and that'll make up for a lot of the point differential. But if he don't play, I like what Schroeder and Chris Paul and Shea have been able to accomplish. I do. I can't. Like I said, they're not even supposed to really be there. So I like going with the underdog. I hope they get them. And then, they're going to play the Lakers. Whoever play the Lakers is going to get beat. So Lakers versus Rockets, that I got the Lakers in 5 or 6. Lakers versus Thunder, I got the Lakers in 5.
I'm about right.
I'll slide real quick. I think the Thunder, if Russ comes back, that's gonna make a big difference. Like Russ is so far as a player, and like you see right now, they're kind of just shooting like for their life to win games. Like that's what they're doing. But Russ is different, and he's gonna make them play different. So I like what Derek said with the underdog. I mean, Shea, y'all don't know, is number 1 in minutes right now in the playoffs. I think he's playing like 42 minutes a game, bro. Like they really lean on him, and I think that's getting him more and more in rhythm. So I'm gonna go with the Thunder. I won't be surprised if the Rockets win, and if they end up playing the Lakers, I'm also gonna go with the Thunder again. Y'all like what? LeBron not going to the ship? I don't care. This is best friends playing. Chris, I know what he just did to Melo, but that's Melo versus a team that only relied on Dame. But Chris Paul versus LeBron, it's gonna be one great matchup, and the Thunder can take it. I don't care. They can. They really could.
Crazy. Devon, I give it to you.
Chris Paul, my top five all time.
What?
Guess what? Hell no.
I think Chris Paul can take that series.
Chris Paul, one of my favorite players ever, like top 3 ever. No.
So yeah, I got it. Whether Westbrook plays or not, I've got OKC in 7. And the reason I say that is because on the podcast, I don't know if it was the previous episode or the episode before, but Eric Gordon has came back. Yes, Eric Gordon can be a very good player, but Eric Gordon takes a lot of shots and misses a lot of shots. He has killed somewhat, I believe, of the Rockets' ability to get other players involved. Example, Jeff Green. Example, Daniel House. We keep saying Eddie House.
Daniel House is a bucket. That's why.
And I just feel like you bring Westbrook back into the fold. Now Eric Gordon is getting shots. Now you're taking more threes from Harden. You're taking more shots from Westbrook in general. He's going to be looking to make more. You're taking threes from P.J. Tucker out in the corner. It's a lot that entails Westbrook coming back. Yes, they will be a better team, but will the chemistry be there? And Westbrook has to get his legs back up under them anyway. When you play a guy like Chris Paul and he picks up on those knacks, I believe when I watch Chris Paul, it's very similar to watching the NFL game. And when I say that, if you notice, defenses key in on cadences, they key in on how a lineman is set, if it's a pass, if it's a run. Chris Paul does all that in basketball. He is the point guard for a reason. So when I look at that, I look at Shea being the young, energetic piece that he is. I look at Danilo Gallinari, and I still look at Steven Adams down low. The Thunder have all the momentum at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Thunder in 7.
Then the Lakers-Thunder series, who wins that?
I'm going to go ahead and take Lakers in 6. I just think it's too much. LeBron, I don't think anybody's stopping LeBron after what I've seen. It's over.
6 games kind of crazy. They're gonna sweep them if they play the Thunder.
That's almost sweep them, yeah. That's why I said 5.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did say 6 games. I think that could be a sweep potentially. It's too much. The way LeBron is playing, I don't see anybody stopping it. I just think it's a matter of time for he's holding that championship trophy.
Gotcha. Jace, who you got winning the Rockets Thunder series, and who you got winning, and then they will play the Lakers and predict that series too.
I'm gonna finish the Lakers part first. Whoever plays Lakers gonna lose in 5. I feel like
your mic low.
Hear me?
Yeah, it's still a little bit low though. I'm gonna come back to you, Jalen. Who wins the Rockets Thunder series? Then the winner of that series, they play the Lakers. Who wins that series and how many games?
Give me the Rockets in 7, regardless of if Westbrook comes back or not. I feel as if D'Antoni will get them boys right, and Harden's just, bro, like he's all world talent. So with that being said, when the Rockets and the Lakers meet, I'm telling you right now, Rockets in 7, and I'm gonna tell you why. That elite guard play is really gonna tear the damn Lakers up. I'm trying to tell you right now, because at this point, bro, Russell has the ability to get inside the lane and put pressure on the defense, which will open up easier 3-point shots than before when Russ was out of the lineup. So you got to account for Russ getting to the basket and creating for others. Then on top of that, you got to account for Harden being able to go for 60 at any given moment. Eric Gordon can also get you 20 as well.
On the Lakers?
And yeah, he can get you 20.
No,
not a game. Not a game.
21 shot.
No, stop it. Eric Gordon, he's just not a guy where you can like, he's not a number 2 guy. He's just a third or fourth option. He's a role player, bro.
When we sent Chris Paul away.
Yeah, he's a role player, bro. So to expect him to come in and drop 20 a night is just not.
No, I'm not saying
not feasible.
He can have 21 game, but I think because he's gonna end up coming up when Russell comes back, he's gonna probably come off the bench.
Yeah.
Him off the bench?
No, they probably gonna start him with I don't know. I don't know how they
go to bench House.
They go.
Yeah,
I
they'll
don't think
probably
they bench House though. They
But they
bench
did.
House.
They had some rotation like that in the regular season. Where
Yeah.
House came up.
Either way, if House get benched, then it's worse for him. But if House don't get benched, if they bench Gordon, I like the Alex Caruso Garden Eric Gordon matchup. I like.
Jalen, you said they have elite guard play, and I agree, but we
The
said the
Lakers
same
struggle
thing.
with elite guard
I know,
play.
but we said the same
Lakers
thing about
have-
the
but the-
Blazers.
It's way different.
We
It's
said about
way
the we
different.
said about
Way
Dame and
different?
CJ last
It's
series.
way
You said-
different.
And wait, and you said that
'Cause-
series going 7, Jalen.
No. Wait, Dame is elite. CJ isn't elite, but
Bro,
he's an
wait,
all-star.
You want to admit it? But when we
Bro,
said this,
these are two superstar. Both of these guys are MVPs, bro. Like, what do you mean?
we're talking about Russ and Harden. Yes.
Yes, Russ and Harden are both MVPs. That's the difference.
Yes, but Russ can't shoot like CJ or Dame.
I mean, bro, that's not his role.
But
Get
that's
to
how
the
you beat the
basket,
Lakers.
shoot
You gotta-
mid-range.
To beat the Lakers, you really gonna have to just outshoot them.
Get to the basket, shoot
That's why the
mid-range.
one
For
game the
Russ,
The one game the
distribute
Lakers
the ball.
won, they outshot the Lakers. The Lakers shot 5 for 22 or 5 for 30 from the 3-point line.
I feel confident in saying
If the Lakers can't shoot, they will lose. But against a team like the Rockets who don't play that really great D,
whoa, they've been playing way better defense in the bubble.
And
Way
they-
better defense in the
and
way
they-
bubble.
better for them is
all them niggas.
average. Way better for them is
Wait.
average.
Jace, you've been
They
raising
locked-
your hand, bro. Go.
They locked up the MVP.
AD.
What was that? Harden locking up the MVP? Giannis? Come on, man. Out of here.
Jace, you're on mute, Jace. You're on mute.
Giannis, like that bothered me. I don't.
AJB.
I'm listening.
Who guarded AD?
Nobody's guarded AD. That's stupid. That's really not a smart.
Exactly. How are they gonna win? How are they
Bro.
gonna like?
You got to look at it like
They
this.
can't even
Right?
guard Dwight Howard. What makes you think they're gonna guard AD?
They're gonna push the pace. What do you mean,
AD is
bro?
up and down the
Nobody.
court. What do you mean?
Who?
Like what?
Name. Okay.
They-
Name a player.
They're pretty fast.
Name a player right now that can stop AD. You can't. There's no one that can stop AD but
That's
AD.
exactly what I'm saying. Not even a big man can stop AD. So what
Giannis.
makes you think PJ Tucker gonna start AD?
He's saying
Nobody
like
said he was gonna
Giannis.
stop.
he's
AD.
saying
AD's gonna
his
still get his
regardless.
buckets.
Yeah, he's gonna get his
Robert
regardless.
You think so? AD gonna get his.
Covington gonna have to be on AD probably.
Giannis.
So when
AD
bro,
AD and Bron gonna get
PJ
theirs,
gonna be
bro.
on
that's
AD.
what, and they usually win if AD and Bron get there.
5, but then you put
Lakers
PJ
have
Oh yeah, the five.
inconsistent.
on AD. Who guarding JaVale McGee? Because JaVale
I'll-
McGee straight up.
They
I-
inconsistent.
I'll say this. Even though it's a mismatch when JaVale and Dwight is on the court because they're smaller, on the opposite side of the court as well, it's a mismatch because
It's a
they have to play the
mismatch.
three.
Right. But
That's
the
true.
Lakers aren't slow. And then like you
At
playing
all.
against old big men.
Bruh.
Dwight and
Come on
JaVale get down the court too. AD gets down
These
the
are
court too.
crackheads.
Russell is shooting past them, bro. He's a one-man fast break. You know this. Stop
Not
playing
Glass.
with Russ, bro.
Glassing.
Stop playing with Russ.
Crazy.
Bro. Stop playing with him.
AD, I'm not
You
talking
playing with him.
AD will be glassing.
Yeah, AD, not
AD will
Dwight
glass.
and JaVale.
Well, they can get one too though.
Uh,
I won't
It's
they?
not
man,
Whiteside
with
just
Russ.
glassing hella
Why
shots.
won't they? Hassan Whiteside just glass LeBron.
But what I'm saying is, stop playing with Russ, bro. Like he ain't
I'm not
MVP
playing with
level.
Russ. I like
Just like how you
I'm
said
just saying.
AD gonna get his, bro.
I love how JV every segment, but what I'm saying is,
I like Russ, but I
Crazy,
don't,
bro.
bro. All right. Even
Bro,
if Russ,
AD
if Russ get his, somebody not gonna get theirs. And
That's what I'm
This
saying.
is a
That's not
whole
true.
conversation
That's not true.
contingent on the Rockets winning. The Thunder are about to win the series.
Nah,
So
I
what are
still
you
got
talking
Rockets
about?
in 7. Jace, who's win that series? Rockets or Thunder?
Regardless of it happen, whoever wins gonna lose in 5. But I got the I would rather the Rockets win because who's guarding AD for one? AD gonna get his. When AD gets his, they win. We've seen it. Bron scored 10 points. AD had 31. They won. Like they beat the Trailblazers. So when AD gets his, the game is. Oh my god.
Who's gonna go
LeBron
hard? That is a good.
LeBron is definitely taking Harden.
And
Now
he
when
gets
they-
ass
you
bust,
already know.
respectfully.
You already know, respectfully. You already know they only need to set a screen, and
I think
LeBron gonna be like, "Oh, you go get him."
with this shooting touch, bro, he might not put up the stats, but as far as dominance, this might be the best LeBron we've ever seen. And they're going to wear those Lakers jerseys again. So when they pull those out, it's going to get nasty.
Bro,
Again,
I love
31. Bron's gonna get 32. He's gonna get it. Like it's gonna happen. How you gonna
Harden's
stop
gonna
that?
have 50. Harden's gonna have 50.
Oh God! On Bron head.
Harden will not put up 50 this series. I'm
50?
about to tell you. He will not put up 50 this series, bro.
Bro, ain't
Who do you
nobody
think
stopping
Bron
Harden
is?
but Harden.
He'll
I
touch 40.
understand that, but who do you think Bron is? Like Bron is like not the face of the league for a reason.
Bruh. He
He's not
will
putting up
bust
50
LeBron
this
ass,
I
bro.
don't. 50,
I'm telling you right
not
now.
50 points on
James
Harden.
Harden.
Who?
Talk
Offensive.
about it, JB. Talk about it, JB.
Oh boy, I hope y'all, bro. All right,
You better pray Harden misses that 3, cause LeBron ain't
Bro.
clapping shit.
Danny Green will be on Harden, and I like that matchup defensively for
I
Danny.
thought you like
Get
JR
that-
over
get that
Harden.
shooter's
He-
box,
I
bro.
do like JR over Danny Green. I'm saying, Danny Green on the defensive end.
He knows how to get in that shooter's box,
Yeah,
bro. I want him to guard a shooter, bro. He knows how to get in that shooting box, bro. He knows how to get there, bro.
Danny Green, get in the shooter box. Who you put on Harden? Then you gonna put.
Bro, look at JB going to work.
KCP on Harden?
What's he doing?
Good research.
Mm-mm.
What's he doing?
Be at work.
Hey, hold on. I also forgot. This is playoff Harden. Remember that. Not regular season. This is playoff Harden. He doesn't
show up.
They're in a bubble, Jay. There's no
That's what I'm saying. They're in a
It's
bubble,
just a
bro.
bubble,
It's
bro.
so different.
What does that mean?
I will say, if we're talking about years past, Harden has to show himself. Westbrook has to get past the first round for the first time since the KD days. So we still need to see that.
Russ been out this series. You hating. Ah!
Bro, I'm sorry, bro.
I have the right.
80 getting 30 every game of the series. How you gonna beat that?
That's
Well,
true.
Jay-
AD is.
AB
he's
can
crazy.
go off. I mean, AB can go off, but who and LeBron can go off then. But who's next?
Exactly, bro. When both of them go up, they're gonna win.
It's over with. It's not even.
So let's okay. 40 from LeBron, 40 from AD. Where's the other 30 plus points?
It's not hard to. They're gonna score, bro. Like
Who's gonna score?
You tripping, bro.
Kuzma
Like,
not gonna a
Because
couple.
they got
points.
bigs. You think they can score, but all they gotta do is hack your bigs.
Bruiser.
And they're gonna miss at the free throw line. Like
Bro,
they
Bron scored
gonna be
10
trading
points.
1s and 2s for 3s.
Bron scored 10 points and they still won.
Against
They
the
took Bron out
Blazers.
early.
Against the Blazers, who only has 1 superstar. This Rockets team has 2. And this small ball friendly has worked. If they
So the
knock
Blazers
down
were-
their 3s.
So the Blazers
the-
were a true HC. The Blazers were a true
the
HC.
The Blazers aren't good.
Blazers-
aren't good.
The
Hold
Blazers
up.
do have a better supporting cast than the Rockets. Yes.
I'll say
Hold
this. It's all it's gonna come down to. If the Rockets make their 3s, they're gonna win this series. And if they don't, they're gonna lose. As simple as that.
Not gonna make them.
Then if they're not
James
making, they're gonna
Harden.
lose. Simple as
And
that.
the Lakers are long. The
Wait,
Lakers-
let
Lakers
JB
are
go.
long.
You're gonna
Yeah,
die by
JB,
the 3.
please.
You're gonna die by against the Lakers.
What you said, JB?
James Harden had a 50-point triple-double on his head. Stop playing with him, bruh.
Win, JB.
In the
Win,
regular
JB.
season, when it
Win.
didn't matter.
Win.
In the
Win.
regular season.
Bro,
In the regular
It-
season, JB.
bruh.
Is he gonna show us that in the
How many
playoffs?
shots
though?
he take?
This game is not in Houston.
How many
Jalen.
free throws he
He's
shoot?
not in Houston,
They don't give you free
JB.
throws in the playoffs like
He's
that.
not
This
in
game is
Houston.
not in Houston, Jalen.
He's still a game. Harden's still a gamer. I mean, I don't see him getting 50.
He made 11 free throws.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
39, right?
Hold
Okay.
on.
Tell me
I
how
read
many
the wrong
shots he took.
How many LeBron had?
Bruh, LeBron had 29.
How many assists and how many rebounds?
He had 4 assists and 5 rebounds.
Okay. How many shots did James Harden take?
Like,
Wait,
what are you
this is a
saying?
7-game
Hold on.
series.
I'm not done. What 80 had?
That boy's funny, bro.
How many shots did that boy take?
I exited out.
And 5 rebounds.
The funny thing about this, we got one more series to go. Let's get to it now. Okay. We have the number 3 seed Denver Nuggets down to the Utah Jazz, surprisingly 2-3. Jazz up 3-2, I mean. And we have the others. Oh yeah, I mean, that's right. And we have the number 2 seed Clippers up 3-2 against the Dallas Mavericks. So I'll go first. I had the Nuggets winning in 7, and because I'm true and real, I'm gonna stick with my prediction, and I think the Nuggets will come back from 3-1 and beat the Jazz. Then I have the Clippers facing. Then the Clippers will beat the Mavericks. They will beat them in. I think they'll go 7. I think they'll go 7. So it'll be Clippers, Nuggets in the semifinals, and I have that series going 6 games. I think Clippers is on their way to the Western Conference Finals. Kawhi will go off. As we see, playoff P is finally back in his rare form, dropping 30 games. 30 game.
Stop it.
Clippers, Western Conference Finals, book it. Who wants to go next? It don't matter.
I'll go next. All right. I get the Clippers in 6. Only reason why is because Porzingis not there. That's the only reason why. Playoff P, pandemic P, he sucks. Sorry.
My boy's in a dark place, bro. Chill out.
Like I said, he's not good. All right. I don't know what happened to him.
Before we go, do you think that's a cop out, or do you think he was really going through something?
No, he was cop out.
He was cop out, bro. It was a cop out.
Y'all boys chill.
Dang, I thought we were supposed to prioritize mental health here, guys.
Yeah, man.
We should, but how does that explain the other seasons before?
Hold up.
Exactly.
Hold up. Because I don't know. This is not like any other season, so that's not fair to say. But does Paul George have kids? I'm not sure.
Yes, he has 2 kids.
Jalen.
A lot of other people have children as well.
Jalen, you got to leave your girls for 3 months. You know that in your head. You gonna be the same?
Because I'm gonna see them again. Yes, they're gonna come to the bubble.
That's not gonna affect you.
Demond, you're a grown ass man. Make money for your family. You got to.
Technically,
if I know I'm about to
only a month and 2 weeks, a week, because the families will be there.
Yeah, they're gonna come and see him.
Okay, so even in that period, without being, it's not like anything.
I'm pretty sure it's hard.
And you gotta think about it like he's used to being rich and doing like whatever he wants, and now he's in this confined environment where he has to just do only the allowed activities to be.
And I'm not comparing him. I'm not comparing because I'm probably the biggest Paul George hater. I say that. But LeBron was the same one that said this game is going to be way different without fans. LeBron is the same one who started off the bubble bad and people said, uh-oh. Right, Jalen?
I said he was tripping.
I don't know about this Bron, bro. And now they're killing him. So for Paul George, we got to see more than one game. But all I'm saying is you can't say that man wasn't affected by that. That's not fair to say. We don't know the insides of his mind. And I think in the same way that I connect that with Paul George is saying, I got to think about what DeRozan was saying. I had to think about what K-Love was saying. He's not the only one that's ever been through something like this with the depression. So I just say I feel like it's not fair to say it was a cop-out.
Okay.
I feel like
once he started getting bullied by all the Dame fans.
I would give him that, bro. Yeah, bro. I was one of the ones that's bullying him.
Just like you should never.
If you're going through something, why would you do all that towards Dame, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
He started it.
He capping.
He started it.
He's capping.
Bro, I'm sorry. I understand all that.
The whole Clippers team started acting like a bunch of little girls on the bench.
Hey,
like, bro, I don't know if like that. Like, it's one thing if, like, when we hoop every Saturday, if y'all do it, you know what I'm saying? We cool like that. But the other team do it, and you like, if you really don't rock with them like that, you like,
what the Luka shot a free throw at Pat Bev, and that's all he did. Walking back on D, that's all he did. Pat Bev talked from the bench, and every time he on the floor, he getting done up. So,
and isn't that what they be saying? They be like, when people bully, they're not right within themselves. That's why George is probably doing it.
They say.
I don't know, but like I said,
but sometimes bullies gotta get their ass beat.
Yeah.
What Zebo said. Well, Boogie from Bullets can bully. Where I'm from, bullies get bullied. All right, James, I give it back to you. What about that Nuggets Jazz series?
Wait, did I say how many games? I think
you said the Clippers will win in 6. The Maverick series.
They'll win this game. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Every time I watch the Nuggets and Utah game, I get mad when Mike Conley gets the ball. So
Mr. Average, he been going crazy too ever since his child was born. You hater.
I don't care. He's Mr. Average for a reason. But I mean, I guess I give it to him since they got the hot hand and stuff like that.
You're such a hater, Jay.
I don't care. I'll be a hater. I'll be a hater.
You hear it in your voice. That boy said, I guess I'll give it.
I guess I'll give it to him. Bruh, I will never get over. I don't know what year that was, but he was the highest paid. He was the highest paid point guard for being average, for doing what he's supposed to do, not above and beyond. But hey, he's a black man at the end of the day. I'm not gonna. As a man, of course, rock on, brother. But hey, as a basketball player, no.
And who wins the Clippers Jazz semifinals game and how many games?
If playoff P shows up, it'll be Clippers in 5.
Stop calling him that. Stop calling him that.
And okay, let's say
pandemic P.
All right, let's say playoff P doesn't show up. Do the Clippers still win that series? Because they still have Lou Will and Kawhi Leonard and Montrezl Harrell.
You said Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Paul George don't show up, they still have scores. If George don't show up, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, man,
that's like saying Patrick Beverly, but
disrespectful.
I'm very disrespectful. I don't like him. I mean, I can see them still winning because they want to face Bron, so they're gonna have heart. But if Paul George don't show up, I don't think they're gonna win that series.
That's all right. Before I give it to JB, he looks eager to go. Shout out Donovan Mitchell, man. Best player in that Nuggets series, going crazy.
The best player in the bubble right now.
John said best player in the bubble.
Jamal Murray? Where Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray definitely deserves
Jamal Murray.
Hey, 92 points in 2 games. 92 points in 2 games.
He was nowhere to be seen game 2. That's all I'm gonna say.
Nah, bro. But you say in that series, the series ain't over.
That's true.
Jamal is the best player right now, I believe, because of the last 2 games.
Okay.
They won. He's been that boy is clutch.
JB.
Shock me.
JB, who you got making to the semifinals between those 2 series in the first round?
So I'm gonna go ahead and say the Clippers gonna go ahead and prevail over Dallas because Porzingis just ain't healthy, bro. So
I don't even know how he got injured. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
Me neither, bro. I was like, bro, how is you just so hurt and can't play?
Yeah, he was just straight, bro. He was just straight.
He was just warming up. Then right before the game, it was like Porzingis inactive. Like it was NFL football at 1 o'clock.
Like I promise
crazy,
you,
bro.
There, bro. They would win that series. I feel like they'll win it. It'll go to 7. I feel like they'll win that series.
But I'm gonna stand on my Nuggets. I picked the Nuggets in 7, and I still do believe they're gonna win in 7. So I'm gonna stand on that pick. And with that being said, it'll be Nuggets versus Clippers. Man, if Paul George don't show up, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like it's a wrap. I can see the Nuggets beating them, honestly, because they just have too many weapons. And I think Gary Harris gonna come back?
He's out. Him and Will Barton are still hurt.
Like even if they make it to that round,
is Michael Porter still hurt?
Michael Porter comes off the bench now. They start Morris. Told you rookies on JB.
So Will Barton is done for the whole entire playoffs.
I don't think the whole entire playoffs, but he's out still.
Well, if they can get them 2 pieces back, then it's gonna be more of a series. But unless, bro, actually, nah. Give me Clippers over the Nuggets. Kawhi is like that.
Kawhi is like that.
7.
How many games? 7? 7.
Because I don't think that's if Paul George don't show up.
I mean, Paul George gonna show up for at least one.
Oh my God, bro.
If Paul George show up, bro, I give him 5. They'll win it in 5.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't been focused. I'm sorry.
John,
hey, bro, I gotta let John go.
You talking about Jace? That you said was underpaid or something?
Mike Conley, Mr. Overpaid.
Okay. Well, Mr. Overpaid, he was, at one point, but he was also the best defensive point guard in the league. But the Jazz are winning that series. I don't know where that got lost in between the lines. The Nuggets are not winning that series. The Nuggets are actually about to lose the next game. I don't even think it's going to 7. They're going to lose game 6.
All right.
Crazy.
What?
I say you're insane.
Oh. The game was close with Donovan Mitchell having a bad game. And he don't – in these playoffs, one thing I've noticed
that boy had 50.
Yeah, 50 points.
In the game he just had?
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell had 50.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the last game he just played. He had 50.
Yes, he
did. Let me look. Let me check.
No, he had 40.
No. He right.
He had 30.
Thank you.
That was the first. Yeah.
He had 51.
No, Jamal almost scored 50 again.
Almost 50. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's an off game for him. 31. He's not doing that again. He's going to go for 40 or 50 this time.
That's not.
Him and Jamal Murray have been going back and forth since that time they played the first time in the bubble. They've been literally going back and forth.
it's just been Donovan by himself. They suck.
No,
Rudy Gobert
Clarkson
is
been chipping in off the
doo-doo.
Put up
bench.
decent numbers.
Clarkson been chipping in off the bench.
Mike Conley has been getting better since he got back from it.
He made 5 straight 3-pointers in game 2.
And Jordan Clarkson, I
He's
call
an
him
NBA player, bro.
Jordan Clarkson been going crazy.
Mm.
Bruh, the Jazz are about to win this series.
Okay. What about that Clippers Mavericks series?
Bro, it's over, but it's not. The Mavericks had bro. Porzingis should have played, bro.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
then they won one game when he got ejected because I feel like they could have won that one. They could be up. They could be up.
They could have.
But it's over now, bro. It's just
It
Kawhi not. It's not even the rest of. It's not even about the other people on that team. Kawhi up 3-2 is not.
It's over.
Not who you
handle
want to
business,
play.
bro. He gonna handle
In the
business.
closeout game. In the closeout game, he's not even shooting threes. Shooting all middies, and he's making them all.
Making them all.
He's making them all.
He's not capping though.
Bro, I promise you, they stop. Bro, players play different when it's a closeout game. Shots they usually take, they be like, well, I can shoot the 3, but I know I'm about to make this mid-range pull up. And Kawhi literally he'll live in the mid-range.
Listen, but I'm gonna let y'all know something though, bro. If Luka can pull this out, even though it's like a 2% chance he can, if he pull this out, bro, I don't know. He might be. Hey, that might be
it is.
Better than Braun. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
better than Jordan.
But nah, I got Jazz versus Clippers.
Nah, be honest. Don't be a hater.
I think Donovan can win them too. I think he can.
Ear.
Oh, you said 2.
I think he'll win them too.
So,
Bruh, I'm saying if Luka could win the way he's been playing, Donovan hasn't been that far behind Luka in his level of play.
wait a minute. What the hell did you just say?
You tripping?
What?
You tripping, dude?
You think Donovan would have made that shot that Luka just made in that situation?
Yes, he can make
Yes.
He can't even make the shot like that. He can't create separation like that.
I don't think he has that move in his bag.
Are y'all serious?
Y'all
To make that much separation?
Y'all serious? I got the Clippers beating the Jazz in 6. But anyway, but y'all got that, bro. What? Y'all really don't, bro. That's crazy.
Every game, Luka's doing this like
See, John, this is why we was talking about that overhyped stuff. See,
bro, Luka is
because he's
Y'all
white.
need y'all.
Donovan Mitchell can do everything.
Hey,
so-
except get the assist and rebounds like that.
A
As
couple
far as
things-
scoring the ball, Donovan is just as good as scoring the ball.
Luka is little
couple
baby
things
of
I
this
wanna say.
year.
A couple things I want to say. JB, let me get him. A couple things I want to say.
Nothing to get.
When they switch and Kawhi's on Luka's still taking Kawhi. Luka is stronger. Luka is
Stronger than who?
He's stronger than Donovan Mitchell. Yes.
Yeah, he is.
But you said strong.
His
Wait.
body build is more lean.
No, but
6'7".
Mitchell is ripped though. So you sound a little off.
He's
in that
smaller.
take. How
He's
you know he's
smaller.
stronger? than him?
Bro, Luka is
He's
6'7".
smaller, but he's built like this. Luka is just like just there. He's just 6'8" in there. But Donovan Mitchell is literally ripped. Bro, y'all
Your
body.
size,
All the
For
size,
real.
your size adds more to your weight. Luka
is
big.
little baby, bro. It's my
He's
turn.
tall and built. He's built. Donovan Mitchell is shredded, bro.
What do you mean?
You're not taking Kawhi. You're not taking Kawhi.
At all. At all.
Donovan
Well,
do not want to
slapping
split.
it.
Well,
We'll have to see next week then.
yeah, we'll
Donovan
have
do
to
not
see if
want to
they
split
play.
with Kawhi or Paul George.
Oh, they'll play.
Luka's air.
We'll see next week.
But
And-
I do
and
want to say,
If Donovan does something amazing, I don't want to hear it.
Bro, we gave him the credit. He scored 50
I
points.
don't want to hear it.
He scored 50 and 30 in 2
Donovan
games.
had
That's incredible.
Donovan had a good couple games, and now you overhyping him, bro. I hate when y'all do that.
Good couple games.
Yeah, bro, y'all overhyping him.
And last but not
He was a 7th pick, and nobody expected him to be good. And they was like, "Wow, everybody should have drafted him first or second."
That is true. That is very
Yeah,
true.
I was kidding.
Man.
Dang.
Well, he was kidding because I was about to say,
But did anybody see when Kawhi passed Reggie Jackson the ball? He turned over. He said, "I did not get the ball up for that shit."
I mean,
Somebody
so that Reggie Jackson was that Paul George.
Huh?
That
Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
Oh yeah, but
that was funny because he shot it and he fell and then he double pumped it.
But
Shot
somebody
it twice and he said, "I did not get a ball."
somebody said, "What if Kawhi meaner than Jordan? We just don't know it yet."
Last but not least, John. Who will make it to the Western Conference semifinals between the two series in the first round?
Yo, I'll keep this short and I'll keep this accurate because y'all done said the wildest stuff I've ever heard. First off, Jalen, bro, you think the Jazz are gonna win and then go 7 with the Clippers? Like, how are you gonna come back from 3-1 and then go a whole 7-game series with the best team in the Western Conference? That's not happening.
Ooh,
2,
Best team.
like Donovan Mitchell is averaging 38 points in the playoffs. I don't care. He's a bucket. And fact check Derek, he was 13th pick, not even 7th, 13th, and he's this good. I've been watching Donovan since Louisville. He is a bucket. I don't care what y'all say. And he's only 6'1". So for him to be like the smallest player in the playoffs, going the hardest, yeah, that's hard. So I got the Jazz closing this out next game. I think for one, the Nuggets, they don't have all their pieces, so they're not even like at full strength. I get that. I think that when they go to the next round and they play the Clippers sweep them. Y'all tripping. Despite the fact that whether Paul George shows up or not, Kawhi Leonard is a gamer. And to be 100, the Mavericks wasn't even supposed to win that game. It's supposed to be over with. Like,
that's true.
It's supposed to be, bro. Kawhi passed the ball to my boy Morris in the corner, and he sprayed them boys. Like, that was just one bad defense of play and
It's
one hell of a shot.
John, it's basketball.
I'm saying that's what's up. But, like, then they came back and blew them out. Like, I don't see how the Clippers, their game momentum, Doc Rivers is still one of the best coaches in the Western Conference.
I'm sorry, but I feel like we give Doc Rivers too much credit.
I was gonna come in here and ask that question. Do we overhype Doc Rivers? Only has one championship, that Boston team, but since then he hasn't been really doing nothing.
Yes.
I think that he's I can see how his playoff record and his success in the playoff or lack thereof could concern you all. I definitely understand that. But at the end of the day, he is a very good coach, and he does know what he's doing.
He doesn't have any more rings.
You said what?
LeBron is the reason he don't have rings in Kobe. He would have had 2. Kobe stopped 1. He ran into LeBron multiple times after that.
Right. And has gone to multiple conference championships. So it's like he runs deep.
Same thing with Frank Vogel and whoever was in Indiana.
And Dwayne Casey.
Yeah, you run.
And Bud.
If you run into best in the league, bro, multiple times, back to back to back, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
Bud, LeBron stopped the best.
I saw you had Dwayne Casey in there. I saw that.
But he did.
Those boys too, booty holes too, because
the Hawks that year.
The Hawks team wasn't built to beat the Cavs, but had they played anybody else?
LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan got hella
people
fired.
It was a conference final, and they got swept. But you're right.
They're in the conference final. They would have been in the finals, but the Hawks would have been in the finals.
Yeah, that's crazy. The Hawks
would have been at the finals. We'd have been at the finals game, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan caused hella coaches to be fired.
They're the reason a lot of people don't have their job, bro.
A lot.
Bro, Alvin Gentry with the Suns. That's why I knew he could have won with the Pelicans. I said, bro, you ran into Kobe every year with Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire.
I expect to be Curry.
They try to play just like him. You gonna beat the team that's built the mold on how to play like that. That's like the Rockets. That's why I said the Rockets. This is literally their last window, which is why Mike D'Antoni has not got an extension. He is out of
he gonna be especially
if they don't win. He'll be in Indiana because Larry Bird wants him.
Sorry to say, but he might as well pack his bags.
That system will not work with them.
He might as well pack his bags now, bro. It's not gonna work.
Speaking of coaches getting fired, you said it cut. Nate McMillan was fired from the Indiana Pacers after making the playoffs 4 straight times, losing 4 straight times in the playoffs. Even though he ran into 2 LeBron teams in the last 2 seasons, his 2 best players were hurt. I speak for myself. I think they should have gave him another year. They had
August 16th and then fire him. August 16th.
It's weird. It's like you can't win when your best player for last season gets hurt and your best player for this season gets hurt. Like, how can you expect to win?
At least he got that bag, though. I'm pretty sure that guy had some guaranteed money or something.
Yeah, but my cousin Cedric said it. Like, he said he would have put Nate McMillan in the Coach of the Year conversation, what he was doing with the injured Indiana Pacers team that nobody thought would be.
Was out, he really was winning with Baby Holiday and Holiday, the oldest Holiday.
And T.J. Warren emerged.
And T.J. Warren. I'm saying Justin Holiday, Aaron Holiday, T.J. Warren, Miles Turner, which is a solid. Miles Turner is good, but that's not Sabonis and Oladipo and Brogdon. Plus, he had somebody off the bench that was doing good too.
T.J. McConnell.
Yeah, look, I like him though. I love him. One of my favorite white boys.
I mean, he'll get another job though. But
I think there's a lot of job openings up.
Yeah, it won't take long.
I think he'll definitely be a coach.
He's a
or
coach of the
assistant
year
coach.
candidate, bro. It's like another Dwayne Casey thing.
And
bro.
honestly, I'm glad he got out of Indiana. Like,
honestly,
I want him to go somewhere else. So I wasn't really mad at it. Like, I'm like, I know you're gonna get a job. You really are a great coach. We've all known, like Derek said, like you going against LeBron. Well, I think he said this, like you're playing like the best player. Like, come on, bro, in the world. Like,
bro, it's insane that these like
Look,
Jordan, Kobe,
wait,
LeBron
I just thought about it,
have
though.
lost people jobs.
If the Pacers would have played the Sixers, they would have had a better chance of making it out.
Yeah, they could have won that series.
Not with Ben though.
Huh?
Not
Not
Ben.
with Ben.
Because Ben hurt. They would have had a chance.
On the level, yeah.
I think that Sixers team was gonna be like if they played any of the top five, they was done. Any of the top five, I feel like could have beat the Sixers this year because of that injury.
Yep. Is there any other basketball news before I shift to the NFL?
Just mentioning all the social advocates. Shout out to all the social advocates, especially Jaylen Brown, especially Donovan Mitchell, who called out his head coach, or not the head coach, the team owner of Salt Lake City, or whatever, the team, whatever. He told the dude to sell the team because like he's not doing what he should be as an owner as far as coming forth and sticking with the players and making statements that will like progress the African American community. So he definitely feels like, and all these owners, bro, like they have political ties. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
The owners support political, and Rachel Nichols said this earlier, and I was like mind blown. But most of the NBA owners support political candidates who are in direct opposition with what the players are going for.
Fact.
So these owners are supporting Republicans and people who are literally saying the opposite and believe the opposite of what the players are fighting for. So it's like, yeah, that's like that to me was like, dang, that's crazy.
And the crazy thing is like Republicans. The crazy thing about the whole Republican Democratic thing is like they be like, oh, you want to be a Democrat and you want to be what they call them? Is it liberals?
Yeah.
Independent maybe.
No,
yeah.
but
not
like
liberal. Yeah.
They call Republicans
conservative.
Oh, conservatives. Oh yeah.
Right. But it's like they try to talk about being liberal, but you out here basically. It's one thing to be conservative and believe in what you believe in, but y'all believe in the most messed up stuff in the world, bro. Like brutality, like dehumanizing of black people. Like, why is that something that's a topic of discussion? It shouldn't be a topic of discussion.
Yeah, it's
mind-boggling. I don't want you to have to mute me. I'm like, that's how you know they're so, bro. Like, they really. That's what the argument's about. Simple stuff, human rights, bro. That's a topic you want to make a left versus right on. Like, it shouldn't be a discussion. It's one thing to talk about taxes and funding for stuff. That's different.
It's fascism, bro.
America, but you talking about everyday life of a human being, that's just crazy. Like, why is
Some
that?
Some people really believe that there should just be one race that exists.
Right. Are you dumb?
I don't see how you can, like, bro, the world is too progressive.
And then like, the owners might look at like, well, if I do this Republican thing, I pay less in taxes. It's more money for me. All right, but at the same time, bro, forget the money, bro. You look bad. Like, who wants to play? Nobody want to play for somebody that's basically supporting the person they're against.
They need to make another league. I know it sounds crazy, but that will be the biggest thing that would happen in the world. Like if you get a league,
first, Damon?
Think about it. You got all the stadiums in the metro parts of each city where the white people live, and the money that is made is going into the white communities instead of where it should be going, which is the players community, which is the black community. So I don't understand that, and I think there's enough revenue in the world to make another league, and it would be supported. And you just simply take whatever money is made and put that into the black community so that there's equity. And it needs to happen sooner than later. That conversation needs to start.
The only bad thing about it got to be approved, though. Like, it's got to be approved.
They wouldn't make money by putting it back in the community, all the revenue created.
Not all the revenue, but you know what I'm saying? Like putting systems in place where, okay, the money is flowing into the correct places. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's the league. I feel like it's the league owners. So if it's if it's a Donald Sterling situation, get him the F out of there. And I feel like in the NBA, that's the one league where if you say something stupid or they feel like the players are against you or it's going to be a lockout or they're going to lose money, they will get you out of there.
Chris Paul gonna do his thing.
When you think about it from the standpoint of Because, my boy Kyrie did say it.
And that's why everybody kind of diss Kyrie. And I'll admit, it was like, create another league. Like, it's the NBA. What you mean create another league?
But think about it. You have Kyrie, and you get guys like LeBron and KD. Nike gonna do what they got to be like.
Exactly. Okay. Definitely. Hell yeah.
Adidas gonna do what they have to. James Harden's side. It's gonna be more than just these athletes moving in pieces. They're gonna be some like LeBron. I could see LeBron, like, say they make that league. LeBron will go there and get a team and still play on the team. I could see that.
I could see it being the reason it could be legit is because now basketball players have enough money to be owners for stuff like that. But I look at it like this from this point of view. If Ice Cube could make the Big 3 league and get it televised and get it into arenas and get it into state, like the Big 3 wasn't played at just no regular arenas. Big 3 was in State Farm Arena. The Big 3 was in Staples Center. They played in real venues. So if you and they just kind of shut off half of it to if they couldn't sell it out. Mm-hmm. But you get a league going and it's what I'm saying, it's possible.
It's not hard to get like Drake can buy a team.
Right. And that's what I'm about to say. It's like on the outside looking in, I guess when Kyrie first said it, if you thinking small minded and not globally, you could be like, well, nah, bro, that's not gonna work. That's stupid.
Right.
When you really sit back and just see how all these leagues are ran and the way these people acting, you be like, man, it ain't that far fetched.
Yeah.
It ain't like
it's not hard at all, but it's just that you gotta want to do it though.
You gotta be able to lose a lot to gain a lot, and that's where a lot of the when people from back in the day be like, y'all spoiled in today's times, y'all don't know. It's like you really gotta be able to take a L.
But I mean, when you think about it though, you're not really losing that much. If you have Bron on your side,
they got contracts they are obligated to follow.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that is another thing. Like the contracts, they can't run away from the contracts and stuff like that. So,
John, check your phone.
That's a fact. The NBA that's when everything would be like, oh no, we'll make change. Right. That's exactly when stuff would happen.
Right.
Good talk. I love it.
I feel like Drake will buy a team one day, though. He probably buy Toronto.
I know. Hey, speaking of owners, I know you're finna switch it over to the NFL, but I am like out of my mind confused as to how Dan Snyder is still the owner of the
Right.
You know how, cuz.
That is so disrespectful to all women victims of sexual abuse. And it just makes the NFL continuously look so dumb.
And it went away. It went away. Like, we don't even talk about it no more. It was on TV for like, I want to say 2 days, 3 days.
Right. They don't want to talk about it.
They don't want to talk about it to make them look bad.
And the people,
they're like, we're doing an investigation. Like, you know. It's
Dan Snyder. He's the most hated owner there, bro. He's the most hated owner. Like, bro, you know it.
I think they honestly might have been wanting him out, but it's like
they do. The Washington football team, they faculty and all that, they said they've been wanting him gone. They don't want him there. But
when you got that money like that, man, and you white, you gonna do what you want.
Hard to get you out.
But he's an owner. He owns all rights to it.
Didn't the Panthers own to get out?
Yeah, but he was directly involved, like, with the harassment. Like, he was harassing him himself, I believe.
Snyder?
No, Panthers owner Richardson, I think his name was.
They said that he had a video specially made for him.
Oh.
There were cheerleaders trying out for some type of calendar shoot.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I read that, and they were new.
Exactly. That's on ESPN. It's the ticker at the bottom. Like he had a private video made and directed for him.
And you think none of the rest of them are doing that, bro? I know Jerry Jones got that.
That's literally Law and Order.
Literally. I know Jerry Jones got that going on, bro. I'm gonna be 100%.
Bro, these owners are doing this.
I know, bro.
They all are. They have to be, bro. Like,
it's a sick world we live in, bro.
Well, like somebody said, we get into that type of right now. Before we get to football, they said, like when you're like multi-millionaire or billionaire, like you get that money through inhumane acts. And just today, they announced that Jeff Bezos had $200 billion. So I was gonna come here and ask you, because there's been this topic on Twitter going on saying like, should billionaires exist? So, and I believe one of our boys, he was like, you can't tell people how to do with their money. And I say that's true, but when you see the world and you can make it better, why not make that change? You feel me? So, all right,
Jeff's got to be.
how you guys feel about that? You go ahead first, Jalen. I hear you talking.
Oh, my fault.
You got it. You got it.
Man, listen, bro. These guys, bro, these billionaires, most of them are just corrupt. Like you said, they obtain their wealth through inhumane strategies. Look at the J.P. Morgan situation.
I was just going to say that.
Tons of coke on board at a dock. Just went away. Never heard of again. It's J.P. Morgan, though, so nobody's going to really question it. But, bro, these guys, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, if Jeff was involved in illegal activities. We've already seen with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff how they were involved in inhumane stuff, and they were billionaires. Bill Clinton's not a billionaire, but he's like one of the most powerful people on the planet. He was involved in it.
Right,
It's just a hierarchy.
Consider him their president.
Yeah. It's just the hierarchy of people who are just, for lack of better terms, just full of shit. And you know what I'm saying? They the scum of the earth, bro. Like, money is the root of all evil. So there has to be some smidget of, or a lot of evil in these people, bro, and the way they conduct business and the way they just conduct their lives on a day-to-day basis. And I do understand the fact that, okay, you, to a certain extent, you make your money and you can spend it how you want to. But at the same time, you should want to help. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got $200 billion, bro, what's $10 billion out your pocket?
Like, what is that gonna do for you?
There's nothing you can't afford.
You could make that right back, bro.
Like, you can't even spend that. You can't spend that money in your lifetime.
You can't.
Like, Bill Gates literally gives away millions of dollars annually because he can't spend it.
I think
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I think it's unfortunate that much money does change you and just causes you to think differently for the negative. Like, and I also think people, I heard y'all say a statement, you can't tell people to do with their money, but $200 billion ain't money, bro. That's a bank. Like, you are, that's different.
You can buy a lot of things.
At the same time,
you can buy.
at the same time, John, they trying to paint him as the world's richest man ever. But at the same time, Mansa Musa was once rumored to have been worth $400 billion.
And what did he do with his money?
Gave it away to his people.
Inflate, you know what I'm saying? You know, he, traded it off. You know how
I'm gonna say this: Jeff Bezos ain't the cleanest person in the world, bro. Like, he just had a meeting with the House of Representatives like a month ago, big tech, where it was him, Google, and somebody else. One of the things they were calling him out on was the fact that he's going after other businesses. So I know, for instance, one thing that he did was there was a diaper company. I'm not sure the name of it, but there was a diaper company who was selling diapers to families for like a reasonable price. And more people were buying at this website. And at one point, this website was moving up on like the most frequently visited sites in the world. And so Jeff Bezos and his team, they see this and they're like, oh no, that's not cool. That's competition. Let's sell our diapers at a lower price. Let's mark it down. Let's get people to, buy our diapers, and which people did. So they saw, oh, Amazon are selling diapers at a cheaper price. In my head, it makes sense, right? So they start buying these diapers, and then ends up taking this other company out of business. And once this company goes out of business, they roll the diapers prices back up.
Back up.
That is insane, bro. That's how you get $200 billion.
They drop shipped it.
It's similar to what Walmart does, but Walmart don't. I don't know if they necessarily raise the prices after the fact. They just keep theirs lower so he can keep outselling.
Yeah.
Right, but he's trying to literally take out businesses.
No, that's what, like, he want
to eliminate competitors.
Change his business model in order to have more businesses involved. And it's similar like Walmart, because Amazon came out and took over. Amazon been out, but Amazon took over, and then everybody started adding like e-commerce and shipping stuff. Walmart has it, Target has it. They sell stuff that's not made by them anymore. Now you can buy stuff from other people through their website. And then they was like, okay. Amazon was doing that, but they were using shipping companies. Amazon was like, well, who needs UPS and FedEx when I can do it myself? So then they made a shipping thing. Now they got their own shipping. And they're going, I get it, but
Amazon is booming.
And it's like, it's enough money for everybody. Like,
like you see an Amazon truck every day.
Every day. They just came in my
They're
neighborhood.
booming, bro.
I see them in my neighborhood every day.
The Sprinter vans, Mercedes.
Oh, and then those aren't Amazon like vans. Like, Amazon helps That's like it's how I look.
Yeah, another.
Amazon will help you get the vehicle and you own it, but you just ship packages for them. So that's his getting back.
Then another issue arose was like he don't pay his workers. I think like the main center fulfillment center was like they don't get paid like what they like worth, like $15 or something like that. I think like low
wait,
ball.
how much?
I think it was like $15 they were saying.
Yeah, we get paid 15 to 16.
So that was an issue like a year or two ago that he was underpaying his workers and they went on strike and like stuff like that. So
I'm gonna be 100 though. I'm gonna be 100 though. Working there at Amazon, it depends on what you do. Like all I do is scan. All I do is scan, put something on the pallet, and do it again. Repeat. So I'm gonna be 100. That's probably the easiest job I'd have ever had. But at the same time, I understand I work for the man, but you don't get $200 billion legitly, bro. I'm gonna be 100% honest. You don't get that legit, bro. You might get most of it legit, but your ways of getting it, bro, you're not getting that legit.
That's just all the
He ain't paying taxes
at all. No way he's paying taxes on $200 billion, bro. I'm sorry. There's no
you got to pay taxes, but he don't. How that work?
They make the small people pay taxes, but then the people that got all the money don't really be paying taxes. They get some
weird. I don't understand how that works.
That's kind of messed up.
That goes to voting. The Republicans
they said level taxes would be wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody should get taxed the same percentage.
Yes,
but no, that's not fair because let's say I'm Bezos, you tax me. You tax me like let's say I don't know, but 25%, right? And I make this much money. But if I'm like poor, like low working class, and you tax me the same amount, like you take a bigger chunk out of my pot.
It's supposed to be based on income, but it's a lot of breaks and there's a lot of loopholes to taxes though.
You could proportionalize
loopholes and everything.
You could proportionalize it a certain way, but it's not hard. It's math, bro. It's not hard. You can make the rich pay 30% or something like that. They make the poor pay like 10 or 15 or 5 or something like that. It's going to end up being the same type of income coming out. So it's not hard.
There's a way to do it. Will they do it?
No, they don't. That's the thing. Like it's easy. Like, bro, it's not hard to run a country. It's not. But it's like they just want to, bro. Other than the other things going on the other world, bro. Okay, yeah, but socially, bro, and all that, bro, it's not hard to run a country.
Oh, you talking about as far as like social justice?
Yeah, just do the right thing. Like it's not.
Oh yeah, for sure. They don't want to do it, bro. It's gonna take for us to stop spending money with these people who aren't for us,
right.
Or even take it a step further, bro. Okay, let's say people put out their little messages or whatever, but they not really riding with us behind closed doors.
They're doing it for clout.
They just doing it for clout. They doing it to be on the right side.
Right.
Of history, bro, and it's not genuine. They don't care. So, I mean, I think we just got to be really conscious with that because I feel like every time you hit the white man in their pocket, you get results.
It hurts.
Every single time. Montgomery bus boycott. What happened? You know what happened.
Yeah.
We got results because we boycotted together.
The money with the white man, bro.
I agree. Is there any more anything I want to say before I move on?
Black Lives Matter.
Speaking of that, we don't talk about the MLB much on here, but I want to shout out the Mets' Dominique Smith for his emotional interview he gave yesterday. And I want to shout out the Mets and the Marlins who took a 42-second moment of silence, then walked off the mound and the field. Only thing left on the field was a Black Lives Matter shirt. I want to shout out to the Major League Baseball because I would not expect the Major League Baseball to do something like this. So
no, I agree with you on that.
The NHL taking a stand, that shocked me.
But they didn't do it yesterday though. They continued their playoff game. They just did it today, NHL. But like Derek said, if they doing something, I guess the bare minimum is applauded.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh, you missed my monologue at the beginning.
Yeah, you missed it at the beginning.
I said, well, I guess I can't be mad at them for doing the bare minimum. So okay.
True. To some football news, you're talking about some billionaires. I want to shout out a black multi-millionaire, Budda Baker, on his 4-year contract extension worth $33.1 million guaranteed. He is the highest paid safety in the NFL, and I found that to be shocking. And so did my boy Jace. My boy Jace said, "How?" Jace, why are you so surprised that that black man got paid?
Okay, first off, don't say it like that. Black power. Hey, I'm happy for that black man. Just like I was happy for Mike Conley for getting that money.
Y'all seen that Denzel video? That brother's starving.
But no. Budda Baker he's a good player. Trust me, but he's not the best safety in the league to get that much money though. But for his position, but Demond opened my eyes to it though. He said for their organization, that's what they want to pay him. So even though I think it's a little bit much. That's what they want to pay him. So they paid him for doing his job for their organization. So I feel like if he was on another team, he probably wouldn't get that much money because the Arizona runs that type of defense to where he comes down as a middle linebacker sometimes or like a linebacker. And
the future of football. Yep.
Yeah. So
before I give it to Demond, I'd like to say, what was I about to say? Oh yeah. He has 0 interceptions in his career, and I find that very shocking.
That's what
he don't play like he plays everything though.
That's
so
true, but
Adams, it's not. But see, not having picks ain't always a knock on.
That's true, but I'm saying not one. I just like wow, not one.
It's just surprising because he's a safety.
Yeah,
this season he got to.
Yeah, like 55 million.
What you said, John?
The mom biased because he's from Washington, so he gonna like him.
Is that true? That's why you like Budda Baker's contract?
He said he's from the same area I used to live in when I lived in Washington.
People in Bellevue, which is a small town in Seattle, love Budda Baker. But
it's like
ever since I seen Budda Baker on tape, it's well deserved. He's a baller. For me, this is just the many of I feel like Swiss Army knife contracts in the league. Budda Baker plays outside linebacker. He rushes the passer. He has more sacks than interceptions, but because he's labeled as a safety, that will get the attention. He, in his mind, is labeled as a playmaker. So, I mean, when I look at the Derwin James of the world, the Jamal Adams, they are about to eat. I'm talking, he got 14.50 a year. Jamal and them might get 16, 17 a year.
Who's next?
Don't let Isaiah Simmons go crazy. Don't let it happen because that boy is going to get paid.
In the bigger picture, think about it. They have Isaiah Simmons on the rookie contract for years. They have now Budda Baker. Still have Chandler Jones, one of the best pass rushers in the league. Got another fresh year, no suspension.
That's why they fell in love with Budda Baker.
Man.
They fell in love with Budda Baker.
That's why Isaiah Simmons, boy.
They fell in love with him. They fell in love with Budda Baker, so why not get Isaiah?
All I'm going to say is this team wins games as long as that O-line can stay up. Because if Kyler running for his life, that team will not win a lot of games unless the defense wins.
No.
He uses legs, but that's true, though.
That's true, but I think he was like top 10 in sacks, I want to say. I remember the Carolina game. I mean when the Saints game when Cam Jordan played him. I remember when Aaron Donald played him the first time and he was hitting them. He can't take that many hits, bro. I'm sorry. Like that's what's gonna happen with Joe Burrow. That's what's happened with Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. Like that whole line is not all that. I think he's gonna be like running for his life.
He was running for his life in practice.
I seen that video. He's
I was scared for my boy, bro.
Who Joey?
Yeah, Joey. Number 9.
Hey man, that boy going to throw for 50 touchdowns this year.
That boy said, "Hi." He turned around. He said, "Oh."
Why you say Joey like that, Jalen? I feel like there was some hate there.
He just said he's gonna throw 50 touchdowns this season. He ain't for 50
touchdowns, but you bugging.
No, I really believe that. You know, Joe's gonna be the greatest quarterback ever. He's gonna be better than Mahomes.
The Tua line is just as bad.
Hey, we can't praise our LSU quarterback was just arguably the best quarterback in NCAA history because
he is the best quarterback in NCAA history. About
JB doesn't think so. JB doesn't think so.
the Tua does have a better line than Joe because that line is young. I don't know like the schematics of the Bengals O-line, but they for sure drafted 2 O-linemen in this year's draft. And they got that defense souped up. So Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, and others. So the Dolphins gonna be fun to watch this year. If Tua starts.
They finna scream folks to death.
What you said, John?
I said the Dolphins' defense has always been good.
I know, but they added a little. They bought like hella pieces to be like good.
Always. I wouldn't say always.
Imagine if they kept Minka.
They had to let that man go. He didn't want me to.
They got a pick out of that.
Yeah, they got that pick from Pittsburgh too.
No lie. I think Pittsburgh gonna make some noise.
I said they going to the playoffs.
Pittsburgh going to the playoffs. Big Ben stay healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh no, they might be some.
And I think they split with Baltimore. I said that when we were doing this.
Yeah, I said that too. Oh yeah, next week actually, we're doing our NFL predicts personal picks. So I'm sending out the link for everybody to have their personal pick.
But when the Super Bowl,
no, who's gonna make the playoffs? Then you can predict you can pick the Super Bowl in that same thing. I'm gonna send out too. I'm sending out like next Monday.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for that because I already know who I'm gonna pick.
Hey Tampa Bay, Tampa Brady.
They said my boy look good down there in Tampa, down there in Raymond James.
He's supposed to, JB. He's supposed to.
And Grunt look. Hey, and Grunt look like he ain't even missed a beat. I thought you was gonna be trash.
Grunt do look good. His body looks better than it's ever looked.
By week 4,
I said what?
By week 4, I will see.
That's okay. We got OJ Howard and Bray if he get hurt.
You do not ever speak OJ Howard to me ever again. I'm sorry.
He had a down year last year. Okay.
I know. I know.
What about just throwing it? Just throwing it. I mean, why he can't get none?
Jameis ain't accurate.
We need a recap on it, bro.
Recap what?
Fantasy.
I'm gonna get to it. We get to that now.
Yes.
All right, hold on. We gotta get to the bottom of something real quick in here. All right. So Damon, the first time I pick up my draft went to Mr. Damon. Damon, can you tell the audience who you selected?
Just want to say this was my last time ever picking first. Christian McCaffrey, man. It's a no-brainer.
That wasn't your last time.
The draft went well. So the first round of the draft went like this. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey. Number 2, Michael Thomas. Number 3,
green, bro.
Oh, ooh, good looks. All right, we here. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey. Number 2, Michael Thomas. That's me. Shout out to me. Number 3, Saquon Barkley.
Pick of the draft, I will say everybody was expecting him to go Zeke. Pull the Houdini.
Had to change it up for my boy Mike. Saquon, Trey chose Saquon Barkley. Jalen chose Ezekiel Elliott. I heard I took his Michael Thomas pick and he was sick.
Yeah, I was a little pissed off, but it's cool.
Number 5 went Derrick
Henry.
Thought
you was going Zeke.
Number 6 went Alvin Kamara. Derrick, you shot me with this. I ain't gonna lie. You picked Tyreek over Julio and Nook.
You shot me too. That's why I had.
Why you tell me why you picked Tyreek? Cut.
I know something y'all don't know.
All right.
What is that?
Hey, last time I picked him first pick, he got hurt for 5 games. So.
Cheat already.
That boy can't stay healthy to save his life.
Number 8, Mace reached on Lamar Jackson. I stand by what I said.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
I mean, he's a running back too.
My
40 points a game. 40 points a game, bro.
My philosophy is you never pick a quarterback in the first round, bro.
Never.
Unless it's this guy right here, number 12.
Oh God.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Who picked Patrick Mahomes?
That's Brandon.
Brandon.
Oh my God. He's wild.
So y'all just gonna bypass that Devontae Adams pick?
I know that's very disrespectful.
Nah, my boy Tyler auto-picked. He auto-picked Devontae Adams. He probably would have went Mahomes if he was on.
Had to get the big nook. Had to.
You're gonna be sick, the big nook.
Don't call him that.
You're gonna be sick when Christian Kirk and Larry Fitz take his touches on.
Why would that even?
Wait, and that's who I have though.
Who?
Tell Tyler come get DK.
Christian Kirk's not gonna do that.
I'm telling you, Tyler got to have time to throw that boy the ball.
Then when Josh Jacobs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire went to the second round, not the first round. Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb, Julio, Travis Kelce was the first tight end off the board.
Oh, who picked him?
Pat cut. That's cut.
So you got 2 Chiefs players.
I got 2 Chiefs players. I know one of them 2 likely to get the ball.
That ball gonna hurt.
Mahomes go down. Derek gonna be
sick. Not gonna hurt me.
Sick. Matt Moore. Matt Moore gonna be slinging that thing to DeMarcus Robinson. Derek gonna be like, bruh.
And just like to show the audience that like how I'm a fantasy guru, you know what I'm saying? They got me projected, going.
Oh God.
13-0, you feel me?
They do this every year.
Look at
Oh my God. And guess what? First round exit in the playoffs.
Yeah, because like, bro, it is crazy. Like those projections are contingent on your team staying healthy all season.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. And we just know that's not realistic.
I drafted depth in Debo Samuel. My running backs, Austin Eckler broke out last season. Miles Sanders said Miles Sanders said himself MVP candidate.
Hell no.
I got the OSU boys at receiver.
Say it again, Jace.
Underrated.
No, who?
At tight end. We built the last. We got the Denver Broncos defense, Kaim Fairburn. We built the last.
The only thing I see
is
team receivers.
You said my receivers?
13-0 team.
You said what?
This is a 13-0 team.
No team.
This is a 13-0 team.
Oh, for sure.
For surely.
Mike Thomas.
Nah, his team's solid though.
It's good, but not 13-0.
All them damn Rams players.
Bruce is good at receiver because his wide receiver won on them 30, so all he needs.
Thank you, Demaya. You there? He there.
His wide receiver too only need 10 for him to be satisfied.
He there.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, his receivers are.
That's why I was trying to get Michael Thomas.
I mean, I understand.
Oh, you was slants, remember, Jalen?
Bruh.
If I didn't
slant, he gonna catch about 10 slants a game.
We got some NFL news just coming through my phone. This for you, John. The Bears distanced themselves after Brian Urlacher posted racially insensitive response to the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna keep you, but if this was a podcast that was vulgar, I'd be cursing Brian Urlacher out right now and going in.
I agree wholeheartedly.
But I'm gonna keep it solid. That's just the dumbest statement I've ever seen in my life.
He's always gave me those type of vibes. I'm sorry. He's always gave me those type of vibes.
What you say,
It was
Derek?
the ball head for me.
How you in a city like Chicago and be like that? Like,
what you say, Jalen?
It was the ball head for me. It just screamed white supremacy. Sorry. I never was sold on the guy.
Would you be surprised if Kurt Angle came out and said some stuff like that too then?
At all.
Yes. No, I would not.
Would I be
not
surprised? No, he works for the WWE.
And he's an Olympic champion.
He's an Olympic gold medalist.
Damn.
I unfollowed WWE because I didn't see nothing.
I didn't
see nothing.
I learned real early. When I was watching The Longest Yard, bro, and Steve Austin let the N-word slide out his mouth smooth.
Oh, he said
that shit.
Yeah, he did in the library.
I think that was
the library.
But
they said, dog, you didn't say that before.
That was in his thing though, because
that was in his script. I thought Jalen said like he did an off
He was
script.
the one person from wrestling to speak out.
Right. He said it don't matter.
And Randy Orton said something too.
And Randy Orton spoke out too. He's like,
but he backtracked for what he said in 2016.
Thank you. I'm glad he did that. I was gonna say
that's important.
Backtrack. If you mean it, if you don't mean it, stand on that shit. Oh my God.
Yeah, I agree.
Whoa.
But nah, they like to say because
I don't like when people be. If you racist, bro, stand on it. Don't take it back.
I think they saying because like he got educated, but
right.
like
If you learn and you sincerely mean it, cool.
Yeah.
I'm all for being 10 toes down. I want to know who's the person not to mess with. I don't want to feel like I can't be around. I could be around the right person. I don't know their motives. At least I know this dude racist, so I know I'm not going to mess with him.
Hey, let me see somebody wearing a Brian Urlacher jersey.
John had one, didn't you?
No, Devin Hester.
I don't know Johnny Mars.
Why would I get any white player's jersey? Why?
I got a Drew Brees jersey.
Huh?
Yeah, I got two jerseys.
You probably got a Curtin Hybrid jersey.
I have all minority jerseys. My other jersey is Jose Altuve.
Only white boy jersey I got is Drew. I think that's about it.
Jose is a cheater.
That whole team cheated. I don't care.
From one, we wouldn't talk about Budda Baker earlier, but we didn't talk about Earl Thomas getting cut from the Baltimore Ravens after a practice fight with his teammate Chuck Clark. The Ravens, I was shocked when I saw that the Ravens were going to cut him. I think the potential of them going 16-0 is done. I think losing Earl Thomas is a huge loss. And now Earl Thomas is a free agent while Baltimore. They did it for the coach. They did it for culture reasons, and they also said they were fed up with him. Like, and this was just the final straw that made them be like, you know what?
The wife with the showing up late to practice.
Yeah, things like that. So this was the final straw, and they cut ties. I do think Baltimore will still win the division. They won't go 16-0. That's out the window. And so my question is potential Earl Thomas destinations. Where will he go? For me, I'm gonna say, he might go to. I don't know. I think it might be either because Cowboys just the money team. But the Rams. You said the Rams?
San Fran.
Oh, I don't want to see that. That's nasty. I'm gonna say the Houston Texans. I think he wants to go back home to Texas. And I think that Houston team, he can go over there with Justin Reed. I'm saying they both can play. Yeah, he go over there with Justin Reed and play safety with him under a new DC because I believe Romeo Cornell left or they cut ties with him. And Deshaun Watson will have a good season because he's my fantasy quarterback. Damon, I give it to you. Where do you think Earl Thomas will go?
Perfect fit at San Fran. You have a guy you won a Super Bowl with.
They're an option?
Yes.
Yes,
bro. What do you mean?
He goes to San Fran. I already have them as a Super Bowl contender. They will be the favorite. He with Sherm. I already love. I don't know. I forget his name, but their defensive coordinator.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah, Saleh should be number 1 candidate for number 2 candidate behind Chiefs offensive coordinator for a head coaching job next year, but. They signed Earl Thomas to shore up the back half of that secondary. It will get nasty because that is about 15 additional coverage sacks. The more you beat up a quarterback, the more the ball comes out. It's just going to get nasty if they sign Earl Thomas. I'm going to be honest with you. But the most realistic option I think is out there for him. They said the market's not good for Earl, so I don't think we will be seeing Earl playing until an injury occurs. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They said the Browns don't want him, but the Browns had an injury. I feel like that would be
the deepest thing for me is they look at it's deeper than talent. We know the talent is there. When you are a on-field distraction, it has to be pretty. The need has to be pretty deep for somebody to sign you. Jace, what are you doing?
I'm so glad the camera wasn't on him, but they didn't see it. We good.
But yeah, I just think he'll be sitting at home. But I think the 49ers, if I'm Earl Thomas, make the most sense for me.
Jace, I'm going to go to you since you're so eager to go. Where do you think Earl Thomas will end up?
I think I got 3 places, I think. I can see Philly.
Slime told me I could really do something if I
off the trillionaire.
That's how he found it.
Like, hell yeah, you could do that. But I got 3. I got 3 places. I want to say Philly because they just need something in that secondary. I said I wouldn't be surprised if we go to Tampa Bay. They pull something out their ass and they can get them. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. And San Fran looks like the option that he would want to go to because I know he wants to win. So yeah, I feel like San Fran or Tampa Bay, honest, or Philly.
Derek, you look eager.
I mean, if he won't come, he won't win. He can come. We can move somebody over.
I ain't want to say it.
I'm saying Marcus Williams still ain't tackling the best to me. So if you want, he come teach you some. He just
That Florida boy, I got that though.
That's just me. But he could definitely go to the Niners. Make sense. I thought the Cowboys might want him, but they acting like they don't. Texans, I don't really see that much. Browns was my ideal pick after what happened with with Grant Delpit.
Praying for you, man.
Titans not that bad either.
Yeah.
I think outside of Hyatt would be good. There's options.
A lot of options, but you gotta want him and he gotta want to go there.
Yeah, like he gotta want to go there. So I'm not gonna say the Jets because he don't probably want to go to the Jets.
Question: Did one of them McCourty twins opt out?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, because Bill Belichick, I feel him creeping.
You think about that video where he logging out the tunnel?
Yeah, I feel him creeping.
Look, bro, he's not going to Patriots. If Tom's not there,
shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
As a DB to play with Stephon Gilmore and McCourty in that
Yep.
second.
Fun, like, what the offense gonna
Oh,
do?
Chung
What
is
the
the
offense gonna
one.
do?
Chung is the one that opted out.
Yeah, it don't matter, Jason.
Dante Hightower.
Yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, you playing with Stephon Gilmore, the best corner in the league. Yeah, like you ain't really got to do a lot, but hold your side of the field down. But at the same time, you're gonna be on the field a lot if the offense ain't doing that.
That's fine. He want to play.
Yep.
Earl Thomas is about to play. He's about to sign an incentive heavy free agent deal. So wherever he gets the most snaps is where he's gonna go.
Earl Thomas, he got at least 5 good more years.
5?
Yeah.
I can say 5. Yeah, I say 5.
Earl
Right.
signed on the side.
John, where do you think
y'all have some great predictions. Regardless of where he goes, it's definitely going to be a playoff team from last year. So it's probably San Fran, Tennessee, and I wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans pulled something off and got him.
I'm gonna be honest. A dark horse that nobody is talking about. Minnesota.
Oh, Mike Zimmer.
I can see
Oh
him.
boy, do he love him a DB?
I can see him definitely pairing with Harrison Smith, and that would be very.
That hurt, boy. That's a fantasy. I mean, that's a little draft team right there, like a fantasy.
That's a team that can win the division.
Because I feel like the reason he would be great in Minnesota is you already have the pass rush, but they are building something at corner. And their free safety is something they brought Andrew Sendejo back, but they don't have the most confidence there. You bring Earl Thomas here, you could move Sendejo back to that strong safety where he's a little bit more accustomed to. Put Harrison in the nickel, have him more down by the box. I think that's very nasty.
Then Xavier Rose won't get exposed as much.
Not there.
He's not even there no more. He in Indianapolis.
Yeah, Gladney and Eric Kidd. Eric Harris is that safety, actually.
That's what I'm saying. They building something. So
who they corners?
They rookies.
They just
They have
drafted
a lot of rookie corners.
They just drafted one first
Eric
round.
Harris was starting for safety, not Sendejo. Sendejo was gone, I thought.
He came back.
Oh.
They draft, bro.
I'm looking. It's a rookie. I think not Arnett. Yeah, Gladney, Jeff Gladney from TCU.
That was first round?
Yeah, it was behind the Jefferson pick.
I like Gladney though. He can play.
I've never seen him.
He can play.
Jalen.
Vikings cornerbacks.
These are the cornerbacks.
Jalen.
IQ's the other one that's gonna start.
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Where do you think Earl Thomas will go?
No, San Fran. I think that's the only option that really makes sense at this given juncture. I mean, San Fran, bro, all the way.
Gotcha.
I like that. I like that Minnesota though. I'm thinking about that, bro. Like
that Minnesota pick is
that'll be
decent too.
Crazy. I'd be scared of Minnesota.
Or if you go to Detroit.
That's not a now.
Boy.
He doesn't make them a contender. I think from the standpoint of Earl, he wants to prove somebody wrong. He goes to Minnesota.
Oh, prove somebody wrong. Then it got to be Cleveland. You talking about proving somebody wrong? It got to be Cleveland.
I don't think he wants to stay.
What about Philly?
That's what I said. I said Philly.
I could see Philly as an option just because Darius Slay. I know him and Earl and Richard Sherman have worked out in previous off seasons. But they would have to be. Philly doesn't really play enough deep high safety for me, and what I mean by that is letting Earl be Earl and go sideline to sideline. They don't do enough of that for me. Jim Swartz's defense isn't entailed to do that. Also, somebody I could see who's been very busy this offseason to make sure they're built for the long haul and make some moves if they need to.
Who?
If Kansas City brings in Earl Thomas, this is going to be nasty. It's going to get him and Tyrann is something that
no way in hell they have enough money for that.
I just don't think they'll do that. I think they really like Juan in the.
They like Juan, but I think Juan could take some snaps at strong safety.
Bro, there's
and let Tyrann run a nickel.
What he already does. You just get better. You get better. And he's a rental. If Earl says, boom, I want to – and that would be the ultimate chess move against the Ravens. That would be the ultimate chess move because we already know how Andy Reid's been able to deal with Tyreek Hill, who some people have said, this stuff with his kid. Super Bowl. We saw what he did with Marcus Peters and leading the league in picks, still letting him be who he is. They bring in Earl Thomas and they see the Ravens. Boy.
There's no way they can afford him.
Oh, man. No way, shout out to Andy, man. Won his first chip, bro. Happy for that dude, bro.
They get him, bro. We gotta see where they getting their money from, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Jace would be a rental, but what player isn't trying to go play with Patrick?
I'm gonna say unless you take a cut, but I don't see Earl Thomas taking a cut, bro.
No, to go with the Chiefs, he'll take a cut.
I don't know, bro.
He'll take a cut.
All right. That's a guarantee ring, bro.
Not a guarantee.
It's the same thing you're saying with the 49ers. He go to the 49ers, he's going to have to take a cut because they're got to sign people. They just signed Kittle.
Yeah. It'd definitely be a 1 year rental. Definitely.
Yeah. To a championship. But Minnesota, he could sign a multi-year deal.
If you come to Orleans, but we ain't getting that much.
At all.
He doesn't want to go there. I don't want to.
Actually, back then he did mention us.
He did, definitely.
Y'all have safeties, though.
Why would he? Yeah, we do have a lot. Why would we go to Tampa Bay? We want to go to Tampa Bay with old-ass Tom Brady.
Oh, old-ass Tom Brady? Watch what he do the week one.
All right. Last sports news I got.
Before you move on, Bruiser, just last note about, I know you started with Earl Thomas and Baltimore releasing him. Just want to shout out the Baltimore Ravens organization, bro. They released a public statement regarding the wake of social justice unrest. And the statement was very good, probably the best statement from any sports team that has released anything. And they were just kind of just providing action steps that people could take and just really fully showing their support. Like a lot of teams are just making statements because they're feeling pressure, but I feel like the Ravens put a lot of thought and intentionality behind the statement. So shout out to the Ravens, man. And I wish our organization success. And I hope Lamar continues his accomplishments of 2020 and gets that Super Bowl ring. So, yeah.
Lamar open their eyes. Well, that's the only reason why they probably did.
And last but not least, pray for college football, man. If you want to see college football, the LSU entire O-line gets COVID-19 except for 4 players. Well, either got COVID or came in contact with someone who had COVID, and as a result must isolate and quarantine from the team. This is what we're talking about with the COVID, because it's crazy. Racism and COVID. It's like, oh my God.
Bro, like that, bro. The college football is so cooked, bro. Like, that's fried. It's over with. Bro,
it's nasty.
I think beyond everything else, when we learned in 2020 is just how important sports is to the world. Like, I think we knew that before, but like seeing it now, there's like a lot of conversations and pressure on athletes to do the right thing, whether that's the pandemic of racism that's been existing or the new pandemic of COVID. Is like they're having to make this mental decision, not just for themselves, but for everyone that watches the sport across the world. So like it's crazy, bro. And I mean, I know we want to watch it. College football is beautiful. It's like, I think it's the best sport in the world. I love college football, but I don't know, man.
It's cooked. Over with. Not happening.
Facts. Other than that, I give it to you, Mr. Cut Carter.
Oh, I gotta say something.
Go.
Bro, what if Messi go to Man City, bro?
Oh, we forgot about my boy Lionel Messi.
Yo, Lionel Messi, bro. Man.
What if we go to Man City? I'm scared.
Bro, I told you. Them boys, he been losing in Barcelona for too long. He ready to get out of there.
Yeah.
All I know is people gonna be fine. I support anything Messi do when it comes to soccer.
Open investigation into Real Salt Lake owner. Dale Lloyd Hansen is alleged to have used racist language in his time as owner of Real Salt Lake.
Told you.
Crazy world, man. Crazy world. Crazy world.
I mean, it's not a surprise. Like, these owners are racist. We know who they support. I don't see how you can support someone who is a racist and not yourself also be that same type of person. So it's no surprise. I hope that all these owners get exposed. So yeah, is that. I need your number and that's that.
Right.
Hey, but back on the Messi thing though. Aguero, Sterling, Messi.
What if Lionel come to MLS, bro?
I saw a report. Oh wait,
that's crazy.
Let's get to that now. I saw the Everything Georgia page on Twitter was like, "Come to Atlanta United, bro." When I tell you, one, a bag, it will be a bag. Two, them tickets will rise.
Bro, you know how I will never go to a game. Those tickets are gonna be like $400, bro. Like,
bro, yes.
I'll watch it though, but like,
and there was a report of him going to Manchester, a city, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying like how he wants Neymar to come with him too.
Ooh.
Nah, they said PSG was like, why don't you just come here?
But PSG's cooked, bro. Like, they're not getting them, bro. They're not getting them.
PSG.
They got the money.
They're not going. I don't think they'll get him.
They're not going to get him. I don't think he's going to go there, bro.
They asked him, like,
could that boy like that do this when he score a goal?
No, but they can have all three of them though. They can have Neymar, Mbappe,
and they still got Cavani over there too.
Man City said they offer 3 people and cash.
They got it. The way soccer do
it's
when they
weird.
Like transfers and stuff. It's so weird.
Shit is weird.
And the money be like 300,000
It's
euros.
like drugs.
Yeah,
it's
probably that's something I want to learn. I want to learn how to soccer do their transactions. Because they be like, he's coming over here, transfer for 2 years for 300 million. Yeah,
it's almost like it's not like it's almost like it's not
like a lease.
It's almost like it's almost like it's not a league, but like I don't know.
Like a business. Like a
like a strictly business. That's it. Like not even the league.
So yeah, that'll be.
They objectify those people like they're not human beings.
Yeah, like it's drugs. It's crazy.
I was so upset I didn't watch the PSG and Bayern Munich Championship League final. I thought it was coming on at 7. That thing was on at 3 o'clock. I said, damn. But Bayern Munich won 1-0. And shout out to Robert Lewandowski. How you don't get the best player in the World War after winning all those championships and leagues, bro? It's crazy. Crazy. And shout out to the 19-year-old from the U.S., I think. Let me find a name. Hold on, put some respect on my name.
Yeah, all the young soccer players out there that's 18, 19, shout out to all them.
You talking about the one that
Alphonso Davies.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Facts. Okay, cut. Now we have music.
All right. Oh man, I just messed up. Dang.
Who dropping tonight besides Jaden? Like I don't even.
They said rumors are speculating that Drake might have to drop his album today because today is the last day to be this Friday is the last day to be eligible for the Grammys.
For the Grammys. Yeah.
Somebody said Drake doesn't care about that. Somebody said he don't care about that, but that would be smart if he wants the Grammy.
Why does it matter? Like whether you get a Grammy next year or the year after, like if the album is good, it'll get a Grammy.
Roddy Ricch will be nominated for a Grammy this year. I will say that.
Yes, he will. Hold up. I'm looking at it.
I know Moneybagg Yo.
Lil Gotti announced a new song titled "Stay Your Distance,"
featuring Moneybagg.
Oh, Moneybagg is on it. Okay. Who is it? Internet Money, Before the Storm, The Weeknd and Calvin Harris, Over Now. I'm excited for that one. Jaden Smith, CTV3. I think it's Control the Vibe 3, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm excited. I'm going to listen to that. Cordae dropped a song called Gifted, I think he got something cooking up with Roddy Ricch as well. A$AP Ferg featuring Lil Wayne and Jay Guapo. Ty Dolla $ign and Nicki Minaj, Expensive. Russ featuring Kalani, To Be Announced. Young Blue, Blue 3, Brent Fayez, F the World Deluxe.
Yes.
Ooh.
The original tape was only like 7 songs. Yes,
man, it's like 30 minutes.
Yes, like come on. You are 5, bro. Release more music.
Exactly.
Lil Tecca, Royal Rumble out now. Big Sean featuring Nipsey Hussle.
Great song.
Great song.
Did you guys like it? Let's talk about it real quick. Did you guys like it?
I love that song.
This song's amazing. I don't know if y'all heard, but apparently him and Janae was expecting, and I think I don't know if it was her, but I'm like, who else he messed with? So shout out to him for being vulnerable and kind of just making a great song with him.
Are we excited for this new Sean album? Because
I am.
I am.
I feel
Detroit
like
too.
Sean Beck. That set the tone.
I think a lot of slander been put on my boy name ever since that I Decided album. It wasn't how Dark Sky Paradise was.
I like I Decided.
I like a couple songs in there too, but it wasn't like how Dark Sky was.
Yeah, but it wasn't a Sean album that you expected after Dark Sky Paradise.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't like DSP.
It felt rushed.
It did.
I ain't like the singles off of there too. Last night took an L, but tonight I bounced back. I like
that's probably why we had to wait so long for this album.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love that song.
That's not the best song off I Decided though. You feel me?
So it's not. The best song to me is that Sunday Night Jetpack, but that's just me though. That's my.
I like Halfway Off the Balcony. I like the
Halfway Off the Balcony is my favorite.
I like the Oh Me, but right before Halfway Off the Balcony, and I like the interlude him and Janae Aiko did same time.
Wait, is this a top 5 Big Sean songs type of segment?
Oh nah.
I can run that though.
Oh, I thought we were doing Demine, but it don't matter what we do.
Okay, we can push that back.
Demine was top 5 verses.
We can push that back.
We can push it back.
Quando Rondo, Diary of a Lost Child, out now. I'm a Quando Rondo fan. I do check for it. I liked it. It actually was.
I liked it.
Who was Quando just beefing with?
His last project.
Quando was beefing with somebody.
Lil Reese and he's
I'm
like
sorry.
NBA young boy, so he got a lot of like beef by being down.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who?
Lil Reese and
from Chi-Town?
Yeah, Vaughn.
He something like,
woo,
like you. When I see you, I'm gonna slap you and whatever.
Oh yeah.
I just listen to music.
The crazy thing is, like Vaughn and Reese are. I know Vaughn. I don't know if he was joking, but he said he cool with YoungBoy. So I don't know if that was joking, but
I don't think you listed this, but Jack Boy dropping his album tonight.
He is.
Oh, he wasn't listed on here.
So
Jack Boy from 1800 Block.
Oh yeah.
Type of game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's only one Jack Boy.
Co-defendant dropped the song YNW Portland. The song and the video both look hard. Sound hard to me. It's crazy that everything this YNW people come out with actually is like pretty good. And he's out of jail, so people are expecting Melly to get out as well.
It's not happening. Cook. Don't forget about Top.
Oh, that dropped Friday? That dropped tomorrow?
No, you don't drop that.
Oh.
I think it dropped.
It was the number one song, number one album on Apple Music, even though he only got 5 songs.
Next week with Big Sean. I think him and Big Sean drop the same day next week.
Yeah.
That's good music for me. I
You heard me?
Huh?
I said he got the number one album on Apple Music, and only 5 songs are on there.
Yeah, it didn't even drop yet. It's crazy. Well, ready for it.
Drake really would drop like that? I don't think so.
Nah, not without nothing like, not without notice or like. Does he even have merch yet? I know he's gonna have merch, but like, do we?
Loverboy merch is Nike and it is. He's been posting on his story all the time. He got socks, hats.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Chrome Hearts. I thought it was gonna be Chrome Hearts.
Nike deal.
Yeah, but like he usually be having Chrome Hearts on and stuff. Like in the video, he had all Chrome Hearts on, so I thought it was gonna be Chrome Hearts.
On the jersey.
Yeah.
He probably rock with them too. Chrome Hearts hot right now. It's hyped, but he been.
Yeah. I just wanted to get it just to resell it.
I'm sick of y'all.
I'm gonna get a shirt, keep it, or a hoodie, keep it, and then just load up on the rest of them and just resell them. I know they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Y'all boys ready?
Top.
Y'all boys ready?
Yeah. I gotta take my dog.
Top 5, no debating. Top 5.
The Mongo.
He got on the phone. I think he'll get on and do his top 5. We're doing our top 5 Big Sean songs of his career so far.
Okay.
It's crazy.
I'm ready.
You said songs, right?
Yeah, Demond, you ready?
You never did this before?
Yes.
Nope, that's surprising. We never did this before, actually.
Yeah, it is surprising.
Yeah,
Well,
shoot, Demond.
Okay. Top 5, and I'm not doing this in any order. Number 5. Oh, yeah. High with Wiz Khalifa and Chitty Bang, all finally famous. You know, that's my boy Wiz.
I love that song.
Yeah. So Much More. I love So Much More.
I love that song too.
Finally famous. Detroit. I like Tired, the intro. That beat is so sick to me every time I hear that mixtape. That's why I'm really looking forward to this album. Like, I feel like if Big Sean put Detroit on that neck, like, he know what he got to bring. To add on to my top 5, One Man Could Change the World. That song really, like, I feel like put Sean on that next level, which now makes us expect, like, great music out of him. And to round up my top 5 is Deserve It with Party Next Door. That song was dope the first time I heard it. And I feel like as far as Big Sean, I don't think he was, telling us about a situation, but that was one of the best songs I heard out of Sean as far as storytelling. So that's my top 5.
Everybody else ready?
Yeah, man, Big Sean is amazing, bro. I'm sorry. Bro. All right. right, I'm gonna go like honorable mention. My honorable mention is 2 songs from the first tape I've ever heard from Sean, like 2009, 2010. That's Finally Famous 3, Volume 3. He has this song called Made with Drake. I'm gonna put that at 7. And then the song Ambiguous off that tape. If y'all haven't heard that tape, bro, go back and listen to it. Ambiguous and Made are 5. So I got that at 7 and 6. And then enter my top 5. Number 5, I'm gonna go All Me with Drake, like Let Us On. Number 4.
So hard, bro. Oh my God.
I didn't know he was doing Big Sean features because he got some hard features.
Bro, I don't care. Like,
yeah.
I can't say Big Sean without mentioning that song.
Yeah, All Me with Drake on it.
I got
like my mental. I learned from what I've been through.
Exactly, bro. Everybody was rapping that. Like, I'm surprised it's actually not higher, but that's my number 5. Number 4, I'm gonna go. My whole squad in this been going hard, dog.
Stay down,
night,
do
bro.
go
We went to the
hard.
concert,
Yeah.
and we were so lit, bro. Oh my goodness. That's number 4. Number 3, I'm gonna go Big Bank, with YG song with 2 Chainz. I mean, got an all night rain. Yeah, that junk is fire. Number 2, I'm probably gonna go. I like Pull Up and Rent with 21 Savage. I don't care.
That's good.
But
Hey, shout out to you putting that one of the songs off of that album. That makes
You said what?
I said shout out to you putting one of that songs off that mixtape on there. That song was fire.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And then my number 1 Big Sean song of all time, man, that's crazy. It has to be off Finally Famous, the first album he dropped, and I'm probably going to say High. I feel you.
Hey,
that song is so fun,
that song is crazy, bro.
It has Wiz on there.
About anything that you were telling me.
Exactly, bro. And I love Wiz Khalifa on there. Like, it was a perfect song, bro. Like,
Yeah, that song is fire. Real quick before anybody else goes, since John gave us honorable mentions, the features, Don't Play, Travis Scott, all-time great Travis song because of
Ooh, yeah.
And Gangbang off Cabin Fever with Wiz. Big Sean body that. Yeah, that's my honorable mention. So, yeah.
Jace, you ready?
Yeah.
You got it.
All right, so I got an honorable mention. Well, I got 2 honorable mentions. The first honorable mention probably it's off Finally Famous Volume 3. It's the one I got 5 on it. The $5
This is hard. Yeah.
Hard.
Sean got some hits. Wow.
Bro, it's hard to like think of all of them. But,
Yeah.
Another that's not. Another honorable mention is My Last with Chris Brown on it.
Respect.
Let me see. So top 5. So Marvin Gaye and I forgot. I think it's called Marvin and Chardonnay.
Marvin and Chardonnay with Kanye. Yeah.
That one's hard.
Damn, and he got radio hits. Sean go crazy with this album, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't know how people say Sean not good. He corny. I don't know, bro. Y'all tripping, bro.
Yeah, they're tripped out. That's crazy. Where did this shit go? Oh, Beware. Beware with Wayne and Janae.
There you go. Yep.
That's top 5 Wayne verse for me for sure.
Yeah. Number 4. That was 4. Number 3, My Homie Still. That feature, bro.
Oh, I forgot.
That feature was crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a great song.
And then number 2. I gotta say Bounce Back.
Why's not take an L, but tonight?
I don't know why I like that song so much, but I like it, bro. I don't know why.
But okay.
Yeah, that ain't my top 5 Sean songs.
Yeah, you have.
I don't know, bro. I don't know because every time I come on, bro, I get hyped, bro. I'm like,
I feel that.
And then number 1, this ain't on nobody number 1. I don't think this is anybody's number 1, but Sacrifice for Migos, bro.
That song is good.
I had to make that song way harder for me. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you was about to say guap, and I was about to have to see myself off.
No.
Guap would comment on it, bro.
That's
like
that's a real man. Yeah, I like Guap too. It's a real mainstream song.
WAP is the reason that Cut Carter made right now. That's that is what inspired me to make right now. I don't know why, like, because sometimes I hear songs and I end up going back to words and I'll make a song. So I was like, where'd you get that right now from? And like, right now. And I was like, wow, that's Big Sean.
Well, yo, right now.
Oh, that is a good
that was
one.
not hitting for me.
Ooh, okay, y'all boys inspired me. So I did some Derek on my honorable mentions. I got like 9.
I got 10. Okay, I got 5 honorable mentions.
All right, honorable mentions. See Me Now, off of Kanye, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy with Beyonce. Yeah. All of the Lights remix with Drake and Lil Wayne.
I forgot he was on that.
Yeah.
That song was so hard.
Don't Play, Travis Scott, My Homie Still with Lil Wayne. And that was just on my notes. Now I go to Apple Music. Who's Stopping Me off of the Metro Boomin tape. A very underrated song, Best Mistake by Ariana Grande. I do like that song. Song hard. All Figured Out off of Hall of Fame. Dark Sky, Skyscrapers, intro to Dark Sky Paradise. All Your Fault featuring Kanye. 10 to 10 remix. Oh, that song hard with Rick Ross and Travis Scott. And surprisingly on nobody's list, Deep featuring Lil Wayne off of Dark Sky Paradise.
That's what I was saying. Hard. That's what I meant was one of Wayne's best verses. I thought, yeah.
You said,
I gotta take one off, bro. I'm putting Deep in.
Deep is one of my top 5 Wayne verses.
All right, I mean, DSP, that album is amazing. So
facts. All right, number 5. I'm sure me and Derek got this song on here. Savage Time off the Metro Boomin tape.
Up there, but I was.
You don't got it.
I was trying to not pick songs for other songs.
Man, Derek about to have 30.
Yeah,
this is one of my favorite songs. Derek and Damon know this. No More Interviews. Yeah. That single he dropped, that's definitely in my top 5.
Yeah, that junk is hard.
Number 3, Stay Down. Number 2, One Man Can Change the World. And number 1, Halfway Off the Balcony off I Decided.
Yeah, halfway off. Ooh, I left that off mine. Halfway off the balcony.
Y'all gonna have me listening to Sean all night, bro.
All right, mine's is a little different from y'all's, but I'm not gonna do all my honorable mentions. So I'm gonna start with my 10. I'm gonna keep it to my 10. My 5 honorable mentions. Cause I don't know. I mean, One Man Can Change the World, Halfway Off the Balcony, Guap, Don't Tell Me You Love Me off of
this song.
The first album.
Famous, and then I got World Ablaze off
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Ablaze, Skies Are Far. Yeah, that's
but, my 5, I got Sunday Morning Jetpack featuring The Dream. 4, I got Nothing Is Stopping You. 3, I got Deep featuring Lil Wayne. 2, I have Outro off of Dark Sky Paradise.
That is a good song.
I like the intro. I like the outro because it was like, I'm making more do, re, mi, sol, la, ti, do.
Yeah, that junk is hard.
Sonny, Kool-Aid, smile, Colgate teeth. The bigger that I get, the more I need shrinks. And it goes.
I think jetting out of cars like an effing crash dummy. He went.
Yeah, he was rapping on that. And then my number 1, y'all don't have none of y'all have my number 1.
For real?
It is Ish Goddamn with Chris Brown.
Oh, bruh.
Oh, like, God.
That song is good.
That song is hard.
We rap on it, you like, boy, for me. Your wife is a whore to me. I break her down. I bring her back like she got a warranty. Open, girl. Let me see some.
Oh my God, Sean is crazy, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, we grew up on Sean.
I think he needs more respect.
Too easy.
Like nobody had any 2088, but I really loved.
I forgot about
that. Because that's not Sean, bro. That's 2088. But yeah. Ooh,
shout out Sean, man. We PACT Life Pod waiting on that album, man.
Yeah, bro. We love Sean over here.
I'm about to say, because when Big Sean came out with that Super Duper Lemonade, I remember it was me, Sean, and Ramon Uno. We was all at the lunch table, and we be singing Super Duper Lemonade over the Lemonade beat, because he was rapping over other people's beats. Then I'm like, I was just in Final Fantasy 3. That was my intro for him.
Yeah, when I first moved to Atlanta, Big Sean. That's when Big Sean got to popping, and then, yeah.
I think about Sean is, bro, he's so versatile as a rapper, bro. Like, he can dip into that consciousness, but he also got hype music, and then he also has that traditional rap music. It's just like all of that makes you really like him.
And he's one of the few rappers that can sing.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, one of my songs, my most inspirational song, my favorite song by him, really. I didn't even put it on my list, but it's a song called "So Much More," bro. Like, bro, this man almost had me in tears, bro.
Bro, we did not say get my together.
Oh, I forgot about my
wow.
SoundCloud. Oh wait, my
Bruce
bad,
put me on
John.
that song. I don't even listen to that song.
Fourth
I
quarter
listen
is
to
in my
Bruce
top 5. Fourth quarter is definitely in my top 5.
Yeah, I was gonna say no one said fourth quarter.
That purple tape.
Yes.
Ooh, that purple tape was crazy, bro. I used to. Ooh, that
Y'all
purple.
go crazy, bro.
I forgot about his
confirmed.
SoundCloud
That's
song.
confirmed.
He did What a Year, fourth quarter. Get my shit together. Get my shit together hard.
Really
But
grew up on Sean, bro.
that fourth quarter joint. Oh my god.
Fourth quarter was
I'm telling
crazy, bro.
You snapped on that.
On the outside, you be looking fine, but on the inside, could be killing. You acting like a comedian, but now you're Robin Williams. And now I'm crying rivers that nobody wants to swim in. When one phone call could have been the one to prevent it. Oh my God, Big Sean.
Fourth quarter was crazy, but the song I got that y'all didn't, Jit Juke. Jit Juke with the rain. Jit Juke was fire. And World of Blaze was fire too on the it's like
you said that.
First quarter freestyle. Y'all remember that?
No, I only remember fourth quarter, bro.
Oh, I remember first quarter freestyle. It was I think first quarter came first. Like
Then it's second and third.
I will say I decided I didn't love it, but if you would have made Light the entrance, I think the album would have been so much better.
What song?
Light. It's the second song on there with Jeremiah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that jacket is fire.
And the outro for that album is good. All I wanna do is make the city proud. Yeah. Wishing all the
Big to me is hard. Yeah, Big Sean.
He's been like my top 5 favorite rappers.
What Chris Paul say? I'm done. Big Sean got it, bro.
Yeah, like I don't see how if Mace was on a podcast, bro. Like,
you would be hating so hard.
He said he liked it. He just don't like some of the corny bars he do.
He do have some corny bars.
Yeah,
but Drake does too in his defense.
He makes up. Drake definitely has corny bars.
But I'm saying, but the way Drake said, people are like, oh, it's fine.
I'm sorry, but Drake is kind of corny person. Period.
Got so many chains, they call me Channing Tatum.
He does accents, bro. Like I don't like the Drake accents, bro.
I like drill Drake. I don't want to go thick for that, that.
Oh, I didn't like that song at first till me and Bruce at John House.
Oh, that was a funny.
We about to go bowling. And something like tic tac toe. We just start freestyling like that all day.
Nah, but
you was at work. You was at Planet Fitness that day. We went bowling. We was like tic tac toe.
But he rapped like that on War. I love War, bro.
That's the song that's the one we talking about.
I love War too. What?
Podcast? Oh, no, wait, it's not. Wait, is it? Is that a podcast?
Thank you, giraffing. But that's podcast.
Is there
Sosa viral movie?
Is there any news breaking?
Oh, I love that song.
I mean, Bears news. Kevin White has signed with the 49ers. So
they've been saying Jimmy Graham tearing up y'all DBs in camp.
Kevin White.
Yeah, Kevin White.
Former first round bust.
In the league.
Yeah. And the Niners got him. And
they say Jimmy Graham going crazy on y'all DBs, John.
I love to see it. Trubisky is playing with a chip on his shoulder. We already know. So let's do it.
That's tough that y'all have to have.
And this will conclude episode 73 of the Pack Life Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We're available to you on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and YouTube. Follow us at Pack Life Pod or Pack Life Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Beside me, we got my brother, Mr. Cut Calder.
Setting up that. You see what I'm playing. You see what I'm on. See what I'm setting up.
9-21. Same game like last year. Copy and paste. Go get that guy. Also, shout out to Fall Guys being the highest paid. I mean, the number one game being downloaded off of PlayStation Plus.
Bro, that game's so funny, bro.
I like playing that game, especially when I'm like lit.
Yeah.
Diagonal, we got Mr. Late Arrival, Mr. Jace Easterwood.
And the TT.
John thought you were talking about him. He looked down.
Diagonally, we got my cousin, Mr. Damon Geis.
Thank you for having me. Some big news coming. Soon. Me and Bruiser got some even more stuff in the pipeline, but some big news. Be on lookout.
And last but not least, we got late arrival as always. The seat as always is you, John. I got you, boy. Mr. Johnny Mars.
I'm an educator, man. So sometimes I put so much emotion in the day, I get sleepy in the evenings. I go to sleep. But you already know how I feel. Less than 35 days. Go vote. You already know what it is.
Facts. And I'm your host, Bruiser Carter. Thank you for tuning in and rocking with us. Episode 73. Thank you. Black Lives Matter. Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor. I don't know how many times we got to say that. And
Jacob Blake.
Yeah, facts. Just for Jacob Blake. Get the DA out of Kentucky out of there.
Ahmaud
Arbery.
No, that too, but
Elijah McClain in Denver.
Elijah McClain. Yeah, that's what it was. And no,
we gotta say all these
here, bro.
That's what I'm saying, Jace. It's not on you to remember these names, bro.
Yeah.
Like, no one should have to keep saying all these names over and over.
And prayers to the families of those stricken down in Kenosha.
Lake Charles.
Oh yeah, and the hurricanes. Make sure Texas and Lake Charles, Louisiana straight.
Yeah.
2020 crazy, man. But we still got hope and we still fighting optimism. Pass it on. We out of here.